All right. Yes, yes.
And oh yes.
Oh, yes. 86 times, 128 times, 344 times, and one more time after that. Welcome back to a very special episode of the Perfect Plex podcast. We have a guest, y'all. In fact, the only guest we've ever had to date.
That's how you know it's hot something.
Welcome back, guys, gals, non-binary pals, etc. Scallywags, Schmiz Mars especially. Can't have them after me. I be the Liquid Snake, and as I said a couple seconds ago, we have a guest, the same guest we had 3 years, almost 3 years. The only guest, because the others, Scrams, and of course the Bear Who Dances, they are correspondents and therefore a part of the staff, even though we don't pay them.
Them niggas ain't gonna get nothing. So.
Never. Fucking never. Now it's on tape. You're never getting paid. Never. But keep being on the show. We need you. But yes, we have trained psychologist, as I said in the very well-written description from the last episode, Sailor Moon and Brugal. This is the episode that when we go out to drink that we recommend to people because
Highly anticipated.
nobody, or I won't say nobody, but, you know, on average, people don't really give a shit about, like, our sports delusions and also predictions because we be right a lot. But no, Reena has returned. Tell them who you are. Once again, in case they didn't watch that episode, tell them how you're doing. Tell them how Mark for 31 is doing for the people who watched that episode.
Well, I'm so glad to be back. That was a hell of an introduction, I might say. So thank you, Brian, for that.
One tries.
But yeah, it's been 3 years and feels good to be back. I have to say this time around, now that I'm with you guys, I definitely am in a better, more positive space. Thank God, you know?
Damn right.
So, praise God for that. But,
No, praise you. You did it. It's on you.
I did do it. You know what? You're right. I did do it.
Shout out to God, though. Don't strike me down.
Yeah. God, you still got it, God. He's still number one. Yeah.
You're still out here. You know what it is.
But yeah, much better space now, and I'm ready to get to the shits this episode with something a lot more lighthearted and fun. So let's do it.
I don't know. That last one was pretty lighthearted and fun, honestly. Had a hell of a time. Had a hell of a time doing it, that's for sure.
It was definitely an episode that I didn't expect. So I feel like that's probably what makes it great, right? The unpredictability of it all and how the twists and turns, you guys probably didn't expect it to go the way it did.
Not at all. Especially after all of the large fronting you did in the production meeting before that episode. You know, when we still talked about production meetings, talk about callback. Saying that you didn't have anything to talk about, and then you just went ham. And we were just like, all right, cool. Like, do you?
No, just shout out to Brugal, son. Shout out Brugal.
Are you going to get us that sponsorship now that you're out here in these promo streets?
I mean, maybe, I'm saying. But, well, first of all, we're still looking for that liquor sponsorship / endorsement. I mean, we out here in these streets, but a lot of them are fronting, man. But at the same time, it's a new day. It's a new era. Hey, smoke weed every day. And for this episode, folks, you know what I mean, I'm definitely going to, be, just in the background chilling. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. It's the summer of 23. We're in the year of the GOAT. Shout out to the GOAT. And we doing GOAT shit, baby. So I'm consider me just Tony Ayo this evening, baby. I'm just giving y'all a bunch of ad libs and what libs and a bunch of Brugal libs. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you lying to these people like you're not gonna be on some light skin fucking soliloquy like 10 minutes from now?
I definitely see that happening too. I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's honestly, I'm just the director of traffic. It's the light-skinned soliloquies that bring people here. Like, you know. But yeah, we're kind of gonna do what we've been doing the last few weeks, except with a guest who can actually respond to things with a grab bag of sorts. We'll, I guess, kind of sort of touch on like you already have, Reena, with what was going on back then. Not too much, just to give kind of the people a nice little flashback in case they, again, didn't watch the episode. And I guess to go further into things we talked about in the meeting, you know, what has your psychology brain, as you just described it, been cooking on, basically?
Now, basically,
what kind of rocks? What kind of rocks are we smoking tonight? This is a real question. Like,
oh, goddamn. Actually, yeah, that's a good way to put it. But no, what he's really saying is, where were you then? Where were you in the middle, and where are you now? But
and where will you be?
At the same time, you know, it's the summertime, and you know, a lot of boring shit is happening. But at the same time, it's a lot of fight shit. But you know, it's summertime. But you know, we trying to hit y'all with a little bit, you know, a little different. You know, some Sasson, some Lowry's, a little bit of Lowry's. That shit is a little too salty.
Yeah, it's strong. You can't do Sasson and Lowry's.
Oh no, you can. It has to be the right amount.
The levels have to be right.
Well,
as usual, right? As usual, right?
I'm saying choices, baby, choices and balance. Man.
For me personally, folks, I you know, I'm mad Spanish, so it's more Sasson than Lowry's. Lowry's a little gets you
far.
You know
what? Listen, this is that midsummer cookout that y'all looking for. You know what I'm saying? We got the Lowry's, we got the Sasson,
the Old Bay.
We got the Greek, we got the Old Bay. Not just on the crab legs, but we put the Old Bay on the fried shrimp, on the tilapia.
Nah, it's just like on the tin.
You know
you put it on anything.
No. Well, we got the Old Bay wings for y'all, baby. So you know, well, again, summertime.
Potential title, the Old Bay wings.
Summertime. Look,
at the end of the world. It's got to be. I guess
it's a little too early for that.
It's got to be food and or drink related, so it lines up.
Hey, some cookout shit. We could do that. We could do that. But at the same time, we're throwing the cookout, but we finally have a guest, and you know,
she's about to grill us.
You know what I'm saying? She's bought her own dishes, so you know, the cookout flavors are definitely more versatile. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're here, we're there. We're nowhere, we're everywhere, baby.
Let me just say by saying that with what I do with being a psychologist, like I feel like people always expect me to say some kind of deep, insightful, like grand shit about everything, right? And honestly, that is how my brain usually works about a lot of things. But sometimes it could be a lot of pressure, but maybe I'll just end up just being that way anyway on this episode. We'll see.
That's what the show is for. Don't you remember? That's what we do here. We go on strange journeys, and somehow they seem to make sense somewhat. At least we have a decent track record so far.
We're pretty much like Dorney Park and Six Flags. You know what you expect.
Word. I only been to Dorney Park like twice though. Had a great time. Had a great time both times though. That was like a special trip. Like, oh, niggas went to Dorney? Like, cause Six Flags, everybody went to Six Flags. But like, if you went to Ride Playland, I guess I'm doxing myself a little bit. Nah, they know where I'm at. You went to Ride Playland and or Dorney Park or Hershey Park, which I've never been to, but it was special. And cause you know you had to drive more than 3 hours to get there.
I agree.
So yeah. Let them know what Ride Playland is about, I guess.
That's a good segue.
Yeah.
You know, Ride Playland, Ride Play, you know, Donnie, Six Flags, Sue's Rendezvous, Sin City.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
You know what I'm saying? Fun Time USA, Fun Zone back in, what was that, Farmingdale?
Discovery Zone.
Discovery Zone, D.C.
They also had Fun Zone in Cross County. This conversation is all over the place right now.
What else is new?
But
well,
yeah,
no, it's all over. But it's well, you know, we're coming to a certain theme. If y'all haven't picked up on that already, we're talking about Fun Time USA, baby, or wherever that may be for you.
Most notably, strip clubs. Although, as I was mentioning in the meeting, it was a hard road for me getting over my fear of strip clubs. No, I wasn't afraid. But I did work in them long enough in the bowels of this great city that they lost their fun for me a little bit.
Right.
And which
as
sucks.
they do.
Because they're fun. You know, it's fun to go to the club. Like, depending on, again, the ambiance of the club, the food, most importantly. I feel like that's a thing that is often overlooked.
But see, that's the difference between,
like the
see,
food.
that's the difference
you know.
between the strip club and the cabaret. But, you know, we
Yeah, but I
we can
mean,
get
at
into
this
that.
point, I feel like the bar has been raised. Like, there definitely some
I'll say the bar's been lowered. But,
some
you know what I'm
bum ass
saying?
strip clubs that has some slamming ass food, like, and you're like, damn, this is good. Like, the girls ain't even all that, but you're just like, yo, I'm staying.
And
for
look,
I'm staying for these wings. Like, I'm gonna
down
finish this
south,
plate.
that's definitely more of a more of an aspect of the strip club situation.
They
But,
know what it is. If good food's important.
But again, like in New York, that's the difference between a cabaret. Like a cabaret will have like a fucking like a 3-star restaurant in it.
Yeah.
A strip club is just whatever.
But I mean, even in the ones I worked in, like, that were just a strip club, quote unquote, just a strip club. They had the eats because they knew, like, you got to keep them in there somehow besides cheeks.
Oh yeah.
So, and alcohol, but you know.
Yo, much like a lot of spots, you have to have those lunch specials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those
There was a
midday
lot of that. I
specials.
had a few shifts that were like that. Like, you know,
those half off lap dances, man.
business people just having meetings. I guess this is a great segue. So in the meeting we talked about, since we're talking about strip clubs, our experiences in them. I've worked in them, so I have like a couple, 10, maybe 50 stories about working in these clubs and how surreal it is because you're behind the curtain. You know, you're not a patron, you're not a participant. So it's different when you're observing from, you know, the work side of things. And yeah, food is everything. But I would see these dudes in the afternoons, like dudes who were clearly like powerful people in their companies
midday,
or whatever,
son.
midday.
Like power lunches.
No, I came in, you know what I'm saying? I set my station up in the bathroom, whatever, your colognes and your candy and all that. And they would be getting dances and just casually, like, girls in your lap. And they're talking around the girls to, like, communicate about the business and shit. Like, a human being is in your lap. Like, a fine one at that, too. And you're just like, oh, yeah, Jimmy, like, you know, just send me those TPS reports as he's, like, titties are in his face. Like,
those fucking TPS reports, man.
you know what I'm saying? He got, like, you know, wings on the plate in front of him and, like, a beer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just what you did, you know, for some of these guys.
Listen, bro, those wings are vicious, man.
I mean, it clearly worked because I seen a lot of those dudes come out of there, like, celebrating. So clearly there was deals closed.
Lemon
Many
pepper
a deal.
Lou, son. Lemon pepper Lou.
Yeah, you know, you're a business major, my G. Like, did they cover that in school? Like, how many businesses are closed in the strip club, in the boom boom room, as it were, or on the golf course, or wherever, you know?
I can't say that, but I did have like for my entrepreneurship class, I did have a professor that was from, I think, Atlanta, and for like one class, he did, you know, talk about a little bit of that, you know, but not too crazy, but just in the realm of like, yeah, it's a business, but you know, I mean, they've expanded, you know, way beyond what the, I guess the theme of their business really is, but I ain't gonna lie, it would have been nice if you would have gave us a little project to go off of that, but no.
Yeah, how schmoozing like will help you close the deal, stuff like that.
Or just you know, just what are we really talking about, man? Like, you know, people always want to eat. They want to eat and they want to be entertained. So.
Especially in the strip club. So, Reena, it's your time. What experience in the strip club do you have to share?
So at
good,
this
bad,
point,
ugly, otherwise.
No, at this point,
you
I
know.
guess since you kind of talked about that earlier, it's pretty much what your first.
Yeah, so I can share my first and only strip club experience, which was last year. And
this shit was recent.
very recent.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
And I've been wanting to go to a strip club for a while, but it just didn't ever happen until recently. So, and part of the reason why I wanted to go to a strip club, it was the psychology of it, honestly. And look, see, I ended up talking about it anyway. But Yeah, it intrigued me.
Yeah, that's what they all say. It's just, psychology. They're trying to help them get through college. You know what I mean? It's just it's just the whole stripper stigma. You know what I'm saying?
You were intrigued by the potential psychological gold mine that you could mine, I guess, for lack of a better word, from the experience. So wait, you didn't just want to see some titties?
So,
What strip club was this, and where was this?
yes, okay, thank you. So I was gonna mention, because this is important to kind of talk about from the beginning. So
There you go. The floor is yours now. We're gonna cross our legs and we're gonna put our heads in our hands and we're gonna watch you.
So this strip club, this was very spontaneous when I had went to the strip club.
As usual.
And this strip club took place in a very, very, very amateur small spot, and almost like the boonies of Eastern Long Island. I really was expecting to see more people, even though I was Long Island. I just expected to see more people.
Were there mad blunts in the spot?
Was there mad blunts? No, there wasn't.
All right, so it was somewhat respectable. But you said it's the boonies of Long Island, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like there was a lot of Caucasians involved in this. But hey, maybe I'm just assuming.
You know what's interesting was that there actually wasn't. There
Holy shit.
was, yeah.
Not even no wood tips in the Sife? That's amazing. Then again, it is Long Island, so.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I did see a few Caucasians, but for the most part, I saw Hispanic guys and black guys for the most part, surprisingly. So, and
Were the strippers white?
And the strippers were mixed, but it was mostly black and Spanish too. Black and Hispanic girls.
All right. A shocker.
Very shocker.
In Long Island. Shout out to y'all.
Actually, so I'm not surprised how this
So so yeah, so I had went to the strip club on a date, actually. Spontaneous.
Well, you're a great storyteller. These layers just you were smart. You kept these cards up your sleeve during the meeting, because I didn't know this was coming, y'all. This was not pre-watched. This video was not pre-watched. I'm learning alongside y'all right now.
So I wasn't sure whether I should bring up that part, but I figured it's probably an intriguing part of it.
It sure is.
So so I had went there with the person I was with, and the girls that were the strippers there, they was completely whack. Yeah. How'd you know?
Completely.
How'd you know?
Experience.
I mean, once you said the boonies of Long Island,
he had a certain picture painted in his mind.
No. First of all,
I certainly did.
Whenever you talk about strip clubs and the first word you use is boonies, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm expecting some low end prices, low end rates. I'm not expecting any real acrobatics in regards to their pole work, whether in or out the club. And honestly, no, I'm expecting just I'm expecting to go to Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? Not I'm not expecting to be at a high end steakhouse or a high end seafood spot.
But you will have a good time, or you're hoping you will have a good time.
It's not Red Lobster, but I wouldn't mind chilling at the bar and maybe having an appetizer or two. I'll say that.
That was a great analogy.
What is the equivalent of the cheddar biscuits in the strip club?
None.
Just a quick, touching of the cock over the pants. You're how does that go?
There is no equivalent to that.
A longer dance where they don't charge you for the extra time.
There are no cheddar biscuits in the strip club.
That's a great song title. Cheddar biscuits at the end of the world. Let's go. Damn, now I want some cheddar biscuits.
Oh, me too.
Just like I wanted a ham sandwich in the last episode. I need me some of them cheddar biscuits. So you're in this club. I almost want to ask you what the name of it was, but I don't want them to get mad at me or some shit.
Yeah. I only want to mention it if they're gonna cut us a check.
Say it, out it, air them out. What's the name? Leave a bad Yelp review. That's basically what this is.
I'm sure they won't care. They're probably already struggling with business as it is.
They definitely,
right.
and
they're even still
and they also definitely listen to this show. Shout out to y'all. What are they called? Like, the Rusty Barnacle or some shit.
The Boonies Barnacle or some shit. I don't know.
The Boonie Barnacle. That sounds like disgusting.
No. Hole in the wall.
That sounds like a sex position. Like the Boonie Barnacle.
No, it sounds like you're 5 pounds heavier and mad dirty when you leave.
Yeah, and it.
One drink.
Yeah. And for some reason you're full, even though you didn't eat anything. So you're there. You're at the Barnacle. You're chilling with this date.
This weird date.
Yeah. What?
Is this the first date?
What choice? Like, why did y'all choose the Barnacle?
No,
you know what?
So yeah, why did he choose? Yeah, and was this a first date? More importantly, I guess.
Let me think. Was it a first date? Actually, I think it was.
So you hadn't,
yeah, it was.
So you hadn't fucked yet.
No.
And he took you on the first date to the not only to the strip club, but to a bad strip club. I could see if he took you like some high end joint. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Right.
Yeah.
He got some joint he was fucking over there,
or they know him in there, so he knew he could spend less money.
The hookup is the hookup.
my son.
I got the hookup.
My son was trying to be practical. I get it.
Nah,
I get it.
Trying to get some group action that night.
Oh no! All right, so you in.
Trying to do something.
All right, so you in man's local hangout on this date. How's it going?
And previous to that, we had some really good conversation. Very formally at like this nice, definitely much nicer restaurant, much nicer venue. And I was like, you know what? I'm having a good time. Let's do some. All right, cool. What do you want to do? And I said, okay, let's feel like going to the strip club. Now, mind you, I didn't know this was going to be this whack, but it ended up being whack.
I now understand.
He already had a spot already fucking in mind. He already had shit arranged.
That's what I now understand, because you came up with a spontaneous idea, which is exciting on the first date. And he still didn't even take you to Hoops, who we will talk about.
This was the dinner in Long Island?
It was, yeah.
Okay, that matters.
So it was close to each other.
Even still, though.
Yeah,
there's
still.
I don't know strip clubs in Long Island, but
there's got to be something better than that. There's got to be something better than that.
Just Queens, bro.
Like a 20-minute drive.
I mean, he had a car, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all could have driven to something nicer.
Yeah, you could do something like Astoria.
Is this Sue's by the bridge? That's closed now? No, Sue's in the X, right? Yeah. Even deeper than the X. Look at that. What's that one that's off the bridge? Off
that might be Sin City.
Queensbridge.
I don't know if that's Queensbridge?
Yeah, it's right there. You come off of it. It's right there.
It might be Sugar Daddy's.
Yeah.
It might be Sugar Daddy's.
He could at least taken you there. It's on the bridge.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. For me,
Wait, what night of the week was this?
I like how we're trying to solve this strip club mystery.
You guys are trying to slowly uncover the layers, huh?
We're trying to unravel the wackiness, because this is
trying to make it make sense.
Yes, actually.
At least there's also some consistency between the two episodes, because whack nigga number 1.
Oh no, there's definitely a pattern.
Number 31 was wildin'.
There's a pattern here, son.
And whack nigga number 2 was wildin' and was not ready.
We go from Instagram models to strip club.
He also wasn't ready for your spontaneity, because if a dude was ready, he wouldn't have taken you to some asshole place.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Some spot like a lounge, we dancing up on each other, like ready to, do something. I'm not.
And then you still could have seen some titties.
Yeah. Because nobody was even dancing in that spot. Yeah, that was definitely a lost opportunity.
So you're in this dead, lonely backwater strip club. which is a hell of a phrase.
I was in this lonely freaking dead barnacle. Yes.
In the
In the
asshole
boonies.
of Long Island.
And nobody was dancing. Barely people in there.
No girl on the main stage?
There was rotating girls on the stage. Yeah.
All right, so at least
the
they was
music
working.
was whack as fuck.
Oh, no.
They started
Strike
playing
one.
some real whack, like, country music.
Oh, strike two. Strike two within the same strike.
That bluegrass for that ass.
Nah, they threw on that little Nas from like mad years ago.
And somebody was talking over their whack ass music, like really hyping it up, like there was a lot on there.
Oh,
like,
so somebody mixtape was somebody mixtape was on the was on the sound system.
You gotta turn shit up for the dances, man.
I get it, but geez, like if real music was playing, DJs don't have to do that. They just sit back and let the music do the work.
Right, exactly.
Like DJs only have to say one thing, Maria to the main stage, honey.
But I
that
do
shit,
give
like,
them an A for effort. At least they were trying, I guess.
all right.
There was no 2 Chainz. There was no
Juicy J, since you mentioned him earlier.
I mean,
Fucking
no strip of music whatsoever.
So they at the very end of the night, they started to play hip hop like music that was actually like enjoyable.
that and the DJ and the DJ got tired. The DJ got tired. He's like, I'm gonna throw this mix on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do some bumps in the bathroom real quick. Exactly, son. Like,
That might be what it was.
you're making him look bad.
There was definitely more men there.
You in there, you not dancing. They were like, all right, well.
especially if you just walked in and you're not even moving your head or nothing, son. Like,
Because once you start dancing, all the other girls are gonna start dancing.
yep. It's like, oh, she's having a good time. Great.
Yeah.
And that's strip club psychology.
Shit's not so whack in here.
Girls make girls dance.
That
true.
is a fact.
It's true.
So once the music started to get good, that's when I started singing along, bopping my head, do a little dance, But I was still sitting down. The music ain't lit if you still sitting down. The music can't be truly lit if you still sitting down.
It depends on the strip club as well. There are definitely some clubs that are like that prioritize like seating so that you can get dances and shit.
Oh, gotcha.
The strippers are supposed to be
Right.
popping.
Yeah.
The music and the strippers are supposed
There's
to be
still
popping.
if it's like that,
show is
yeah.
supposed to be there.
There's an attraction,
Yeah.
You don't
sit down,
you don't
watch the
notice
show.
that it's just a bunch of chairs around
Yeah,
you.
no,
You
no,
just
no.
you're sucked in. Yeah, you're sucked into it.
Because look, Sue's Rendezvous had the shower. You know what I'm saying? And when you saw two of their better girls, when you saw Sue's and, you had two of their better girls in the shower, clearly you want to, view that type of stuff. But these days, the strip clubs are more about the extracurricular activities. You know what I'm saying?
Or at least
They're
getting
having
you-
a good time.
or at least selling you on the promise of the extracurricular, just for you to get the room, so they can make that bread on the room.
Oh no! I mean,
Because the room is the most expensive thing.
Oh no! We'll get to the oops story after stories after we get Reena's house.
So you in there not dancing? I want to say. So you in there not dancing? You didn't eat anything here. You're not really having a good time, obviously. What is this man doing in this time? Because when you're on a mediocre date or a weird date, you feel him saying
You went to a strip club, bro.
a bad one. Yeah, you thinking, all right.
I definitely
Right.
wanted the real experience, and that fell short that night for sure.
Yeah, fans, stand by for that Triple P's live cast from the strip club. I don't know which one that will
Oh
be,
man, that's gonna take some guile and cunning to
actually,
pull that
no,
off.
No, boy,
Or for us to know someone who owns a club and is cool with us recording it.
not even that. We know certain individuals. We could talk about
I'm not
that.
talking like it's not doable. I'm just saying.
It's more doable than it's not.
Yeah,
I'll just say
exactly. That's gonna take some planning. Some real
Stand
planning.
by for that, folks. Hopefully we have hopefully that's like a full forum and we have quite a few guests for that one.
Exactly.
Maybe even guests that are some of the dancers, but we'll see. But stand by.
Well, he manifested it. It's gonna happen now. Now we're on the hook for it. You realize that?
We're always on the hook.
Sorry. Continue, please, on this. What has been the most riveting tale of a date I've ever heard in my life?
The wackest strip club experience ever.
Nah. This is sad, but
Nah, because this is a date, son.
that's what makes it even. Supposedly, it was a date. So
That's what makes it sad.
So during any of this time, are you contemplating fucking this man at any point in this date? Like, are you in any way intrigued by what is going on around you in this den of mediocrity and what I assume is like, I don't know, fucking Uncle Cracker records going on in the background or some shit?
I mean, like, honestly, like, as the night went on, I just kept on drinking. So, you know.
Excellent answer.
Yeah. You know, so I remember me starting to enjoy it more by the end of the night. But that could have just been the alcohol, you know what I mean?
Definitely. And you
elevating the experience for me.
And you being a good person and trying to make the best of a shitty situation. And you said the music got better.
Yeah,
so
it did. So
some factors are lining up. But the point is, and I'm going to say this real crass, is you was dry as shit by the end of the night. Because when a date goes well, you know what time it is. And this man... I'm going to listen to the rest of the story, but this is astonishing to me that he thought this was going to work.
Yeah, so the women, like, I'm sorry, I have to go back to the women because obviously they're the main part of the whole situation.
No, please.
Yeah.
Paint the picture.
So the girls were really young. I felt old as shit.
Oh, no.
They
no.
definitely looked underage.
Oh, no.
That's kind of like a real, like, that's a theme in strip clubs.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, no.
Oh,
oh, no.
I didn't realize that.
Oh, no.
Strip clubs, porno, that's a young girl game.
And part of me, when I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that and how young those women were, I was like, part of me was like, this is actually kind of low key perverted. Because the guys that were there, like, staring and giving money to these freaking women, like, they were, like, more than twice these girls' ages.
How populated, I mean, that's kind of the standard, which is sad for clubs, but how populated, like, how full was the club?
So it was pretty desolate.
I should have said how empty was the club. Hey man, you know sometimes the clubs, they got their own clientele like that populate,
Clientele is like 5 dudes.
Yeah, they got their little rotation.
Same 5 niggas all week. Son.
You got Jeb, Cletus, and Jamal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They there every Tuesday for the for the 35-cent wings. Know what I mean? Like.
I'll go there for that. The wings is classic.
Well, that's what brought them there.
If the wings are good, I'd go too.
Wings and depressed titties. That's what happens.
No, just that lunch special, bro.
Word.
That lunch special before 3:30.
Exactly. Fucking 32 wings. 32 wings and an 18-year-old girl possibly dancing in your lap.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe she's of age.
18 in quotes.
Who knows?
Oh my gosh, I'll pass on the dance. You sure? Yes, miss. Why aren't you in school right now?
So I remember one weird thing that one of these girls did was, and
did you get a dance?
And mind you, did I get a dance? No, I didn't.
Wait, so mans didn't offer you a dance from these obviously underage strippers?
So I did not want one because they were so freaking whack to me. Those girls.
The skill level wasn't there.
The skill level was not there. Yeah. Like if there was fire, then hell yeah, I'd want one.
I'm getting sadder by the minute. Story.
You strip club, bro. You great strip club. Once you want to see the dancers.
I have been in clubs where like
motivation.
Exactly. The club itself was buns and like the ambiance wasn't great, but because the girls were great,
yeah, you want to spend.
It kept me there. And their
Right.
ability kept me there. How good they looked, how good the conversations were. I feel like not enough is made of how good you can talk as a dancer / sex worker / whatever hyphenates you want to add to that. That mattered to me. Like I've had some really good conversations with dancers that mattered to me more than the dance they gave me. And the dance was okay, but like the talk.
I've heard about that a lot from guys.
Yeah, the talk amped it, and it could be just something as simple. I guess I don't know. This doesn't make me sad. Okay, sometimes I just want to go in there and talk to somebody, and if she just happens to have her titties in my face, so be it. Okay, exactly. And it was so nice to just have someone be like, so how was your day? I'm like, not bad. Better now.
Right.
Better now because someone asked me how my day was. Someone gave a shit.
Right.
Too bad it took until 9:45 at night and like a 20, but I'll do it. I'll take it. It was worth the 20 and this drink that I got for you, Miss. Thank you, Marie. In quotes. Thank you, Marie, for asking me how my day was.
Not even Marie, because Marie sounds like an older woman's name. Thank you, Ashley.
That's why I went with it. The basic stripper names.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That don't sound like a young girl's name to me.
Well,
Marie.
you know, it's all about the
or
fake
is it
name.
their code name?
No, you
okay.
got okay. I have to for those who don't go to clubs. I don't know if y'all knew this, but
Because
the
I
name
didn't
they
even
usually
have a
give you is the-
conversation with any of them either.
that's also incredible. That shows that they were not professional. That means they were not seeking your dollar out. That means it's terrible. I am shocked that you didn't. You didn't talk to them? That's amazing.
No.
Like,
Sometimes they're not. Like, they want to, like, if it's a female around and they see that she's with a dude, they're more.
and shit is cool. They come quickly.
They're more comfortable around women than they are.
Because they're like, oh, this dude came in with a girl. He's probably not a creep. Like, and you have a better time. Like, because they're relaxed. Which again, you go to the club to relax, to be entertained, to have a good time.
Oh, you used to.
Or you used to. And hopefully you get your dick sucked if that's what you're looking for.
Or
But,
even more than that if you're lucky.
If that's what you're looking at, and if it's available. But, more often than not, I like going in there, getting a nice dance, and, like, making new friends.
Just having a good time.
Yeah, just having a good time and not paying too much for it. That's not what this world is about. So I'm shocked that no girl talked to you, and it's an astonishing lack of professionalism here. Like I
No, and what's interesting about it
I'm
was
floored.
that a guy, like, what was kind of funny was that one of the few dudes that was in there was walking around, and I didn't think anything of it. I thought he was a patron or whatever, but he's walking around, and then I think I was wearing all black, or like I was wearing maybe heels. I don't know. I think I might have was wearing black, and I'm sitting next to a dude or whatever, and then he comes up to me, and then he's like the way he was interacting with me, and I didn't really catch on to it at first, but he was just kind of like, he thought I was a dancer.
Oh shit.
And then he was looking at me like, why are you talking to this dude? You should be working. Like, that was kind of like his vibe.
That's hilarious. So not only did it have
why are you sitting talking to this dude?
terrible DJ, or not terrible DJ, because you say he was trying. Terrible DJ, terrible ambiance. The girls didn't talk to you, which is still, I'm stuck on that.
Everybody in there was whack.
Everybody there was whack. And the floor host, who I assume this guy was, tried to press you on why you ain't working in a room that probably only has 7 people in it. At best.
I'm pretty sure this is one of those spots where it's just like mad seats and just like one small like bullshit stage with like a little ass pole.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
It's just like a bullshit bar. You got one pole with like mad like little chairs and seats around for them to.
Like little booths around. Yeah. That's exactly how it was. And then I was like, oh no, I don't work here. And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no. And then he ran away into the night.
When you think about it, that's really bad that as a freaking manager or wherever the
don't
fuck
know
this
who
dude
works
was,
there?
you don't even know who works there.
That could have gone so much worse too. Luckily, you're like an understanding person or whatever. And it was probably such a bizarre situation you couldn't even get upset. But like, think about how terrible.
That's how whack the spot was.
Could you imagine? Like,
of course he came to you because he's like, oh wait, you knew?
Are you? I don't know you. Who are you?
Oh,
Why?
Shit,
Why aren't you up there?
Never mind.
What's your name?
He got excited for a second. He's like, wait, we got somebody new? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He started to reach out to you. He was like, oh shit, this is a patron.
They're so used to seeing all the same people.
Probably.
They're so used to wackiness.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Or mediocrity. Yeah.
So what happened? I guess what happened. Yeah. How did that happen? What happened after?
How do we go from?
I'm depressed just being in this place in my imagination.
That shit is very scary.
Like I'm almost mad. Like almost.
So there was real no positive highlight, as you could probably guess from this point. But what I thought that was even whacker to the story was that, mind you, this was at the end of last year, 2022.
Damn.
One of the young ass underage girls that was up there, she did her little thing, whack as shit, of course, but she had a spray bottle on the stage. Well, the spray bottle was there the whole time, but she was the only one that really used it.
Okay.
And she got the spray bottle, and she also had gloves on.
Weird. Like latex gloves?
Latex gloves.
Okay.
Before she touched the pole. I don't know if she was OCD or it was like
or the
remnants
pole,
of
no,
like
the pole
COVID.
is that disgusting. No, that pole might be that disgusting.
You see girls clean the pole before they get on the shit though. They'll get like some.
But clearly this place, clearly in place they don't
she
do this.
did that too, yeah.
Yeah, they
You
did.
just see that, but you don't see them with gloves on.
Nah, that means this place is disgusting on top of terrible. Oh my god.
You can imagine the smell in this.
Like,
Oh my god.
in my mind, I'm like,
Depression.
is this how all strip
Desperation.
clubs are post-COVID? Like, that's what I was thinking.
That's like the bandit just said off camera, or I guess off mic, whatever, off camera. There's a standard of cleanliness. There always has been to some degree, depending on the club, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a standard. Like the poles,
Girls, like,
the poles, they wipe the poles down.
girls, they'll clean the pole.
They'll clean, or a bar back will do
I
it.
had no idea.
Like someone will do it. They'll clean the stage. Like yeah.
They'll clean the pole.
They'll clean the pole, clean the stage real fast.
I don't know how it was in the 90s and 80s, but
You know, depending on where you're at, they grab all the money off the floor real quick. You know, off the last girl, and then they set up. Especially if it's someone who's good. You know, especially if someone who's good or brings people in there, they prepare the stage for her.
bigger spots, they'll space it out too. They won't have a girl going right after the. Like,
No, yeah, it'll be a few
like
minutes.
10, 20 minutes.
You know.
They wait around, then another girl go on.
Yeah. Or you might have that same girl finish her set, but she's just on the stage, kind of, swaying, shaking a little ass, nothing crazy. You know, she might like look at you and be like, "Do you want to dance?" You know, that shit. That sounded so seductive, right? Do you want to dance? Wow. So my guess is you obviously didn't fuck this man after the date.
No, I didn't. He tried it, of course, but I declined.
I don't know how he was really thinking that because the night
I commend his bravery for really trying though.
I don't, bro. You gotta read the room.
The audacity. That's what I'm saying. The audacity, son. That's amazing. Then.
This shit ain't popping, so clearly I'm not popping.
Nah, he's like, you know what? I took her to my spot.
Even though this was her idea.
Now I'm going for the tits.
It worked the way I wanted it to, so
I'm going for the
let's
tits.
salvage tonight. Let's
I'm going for the tit squeeze in the car. That's what I'm doing.
Let me find a better strip club and we can
Try to salvage it while the momentum.
Right. I wish he would have did that. That would have been what a smart dude would have did.
Not for real. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
this is whack. Let me.
You're also incredibly understanding.
I am, and I think that's part of my problem.
Because
But I guess that's why I'm a psychologist.
some girls would have walked up in there as soon as she would have smelled the desperation. She's like, yo, I'm done. I'm out.
The desperation and cigarettes.
It would have been that Grandpa Simpson, like walked in, took your hat off the coat rack and walked right back out. Like that's it. Oh my God.
I mean, I was making out with this man inside because I was kind of bored. But
and while you're drunk.
And drunk, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Was he at least a good kiss? Was he at least? Yeah. You try. I made out with him to make the best of it.
Basically, yes. Basically.
I love it. I fucking love this story. So, did you ever see him again?
So I did, yeah.
Damn.
I did. Because you know why? Before the last minute strip club, the conversation and the conversation and the vibes was good. So I didn't like. I wasn't like, okay, this is a.
He
complete
was shooting
fail.
well before. It was just the choice he made after.
Yeah.
You know?
Even within that, that's still whack because if I take you to a whack spot, I'm still trying to
keep that flame going. Yeah.
Right.
Entertainment. So it's like, yeah, I'll take you to a whack strip club.
But look at how whack.
Together and that shit's whack, then me and you going to joke about how whack this shit is. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
right.
So on and so forth. So on and so forth, but you know, a whack date is a whack date, regardless of if it ends at a strip club or not. I don't think I've ever ended a date at a strip club, but I ain't gonna lie, that's still some, you know, it's very spicy and whatnot, but
something different, at least you could say, right?
I mean, look, if I can't blame him because, you know, clearly he wasn't too advanced or knowledgeable in regards to that type of thing. But if I'm on a date with someone and they're like, yeah, we trying to hit the strip club, I think I would have at least 2 or 3 spots that was better than where y'all went. At least. Or look, even if it like, all right, even if we go to a spot where I think it's lit, I'm like, all right, we go in there and shit is whack. I'm like, all right, nah, this shit is whack. But that's why, you know, I asked you what day of the night this was. But shit, you can go to a strip club on a Saturday night and that shit could be whack. But you know, ultimately, how did all this end in that relationship? I guess that's the best question. Where did all this lead up to, and where did that get you with this dude in regards to that hole in the wall that you went to?
Well, I mean, we ended up going out a couple of times after that, but it ultimately faded pretty quickly.
And that first date showed you no no signs of that going that way.
I mean, honestly, like I said, I was expecting more from the strip club, being that I had never been to one, and I had told him that. So, yeah, you would think he would want to take me to a better place. So that was a red flag, but
fair enough.
Yeah, but
I mean, look, again. Initially, like, if you feeling somebody, you may disregard certain feelings and certain things you may see. But upon you walking into this strip club, you cannot tell me that there was not a vibe of like, yeah, the fuck out of here right now.
Yeah, no, there definitely was a vibe of that. Like, part of it was me honestly making the best of the situation.
You
I
like
was
said,
hyping it more up than what it was, just because, you know.
That, you know what I'm saying, and I get it. Sometimes you want to, you know, you want to put more stock into certain situations than it really should and they deserve. And again, if you're having a good time, then why wouldn't you be like, all right, let's see where this can go. You know what I'm saying? You're at Six Flags, and you know, fuck it, you know, that's that new roller coaster. So why not? Even though that line is mad long, you know you're gonna be on that shit for 3 fucking hours in the sun. Yeah, why not? Let's get on that roller coaster. But I get it. Why not have that spiciness? Why not have that new spice melange and so on and so forth? But
because mind you, if that night started out whack, I wouldn't even had continued the night to begin with.
No, why would you?
Yeah.
Again, like I said, like, yeah, you were having a good time clearly, and there was no restraint, no real like. You were able to suspend your disbelief. You know what I'm saying, in regards to being.
Yeah.
No, any date is like that because you don't know who the fuck you dealing with. Dates are just dates. You know what I'm saying? You're meeting a I forgot who said this, but you're not meeting the real person. You're meeting their representative.
Right. It's so fucking true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're meeting their manager. You know what I mean? That's who you're going on dates with. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. And, we have, but at the same time, there are certain points where you can be like, all right, I see what's up with you, but why not? Why not?
This may lead us to another part of the conversation, but I just realized I should have mentioned that he was the shortest dude I ever dated. And
all right, so, well, first of all, once again, that leads into another pattern. I mean, well, whatever. You know what? I can't even say that because.
What's short?
Bro, how tall are you? 5'9"?
no, not that tall. I'm like 5'6" and 3/4.
Nah, you taller than that.
Okay, I haven't not weighed myself, but measured myself in a while.
No, you're taller than that.
Maybe like 5'8" then.
No, you're like 5'9".
Oh, I grew. I'm proud of myself. Okay.
All right, so he was like 5'5" ish.
Yeah, 5'5" ish. And this was the first time I ever dated a dude that was shorter than me.
Right.
And let me tell you,
Right.
I guess this was another case of me trying to be understanding during this time. I was like, you know what? Let me just see. Because I usually go for guys who are at least the same height or taller, of course.
Right.
So it's like, let me just see what happens. Whatever. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like,
No, that's all
I'm
cool.
not gonna marry this dude, so let's just see what happens.
But at the same time, you do understand that most short dudes have that inferiority complex, right?
Yes. 110% correct. Yes. So I could go talk about that some more, but I'll save that.
So
for
wait.
another podcast episode.
You talking about it? So now, no, because now the story, not even the story, the character is being formed right now. So you're talking about a whack corny short dude that took you to a whack corny strip club. I mean, shout out to Tory Lanez.
And not only that, but talked his way out of the cheeks after he talked his way into.
He led his way out.
Like gleefully, danced away from the cheeks.
You know what? I ain't got no good spots tonight. Next time we chill, I'm gonna take.
That's the plan. Yeah, that's day
that
that's day
would have been
2.
ideal. Yeah.
Day 2 should have been the club.
That would have been the wave right there, son. But things don't.
But I get it. As I alluded. Yeah, I get it. That's what I was gonna say. The same thing has happened to me. Like, where'd you say you want to go?
Short, excited, and desperate, son.
That heart was beating like shit.
Word.
Oh fuck. Oh shit.
Oh, she with it.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
She with the shits.
Yep. I'm gonna get these buns tonight. Yeah. I'm out here. So. That's what happens as a man when you celebrate too early. So.
That's when shit just go wrong.
Nah. You can't do the touchdown. Can't do the touchdown dance on second down, like second and fucking 40. Oh my god, son! And punt the ball for the turnover.
Everybody ain't Dion, baby.
Oh god. Shit.
Yeah, he was short, and when there was something very off. I felt like I was in a fucking movie when this was like a couple days later. But when I was at his crib and I'm sitting on his bed and his feet is dangling off
the side
of the bed, and there's more space,
and your feet are touching the ground
between my feet and the ground. That's
now you gotta get mad haters for us.
You're gonna get the short kings in here after us, hard body now.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with y'all. Y'all just need women who are short also.
Well, that's why I call them the short kings because I've seen short kings with women like twice their size, and they are confident. Chest out, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yeah, like,
Right.
well, that's
Right,
what. That's why.
right.
And even he had some insecure moments. Even him. So,
I mean, but he can laugh about it.
you know.
I ain't got no time for them little niggas, bro, because I will fuck them up. So I ain't got no time.
So for you hypothetically angry people in the comments, we're not talking about you short kings. We're talking about you guys who. There was a video once. I don't know if y'all saw this. It was a couple years ago, where this tall girl, super bad, very tall white woman. I would say she was like 6'1", like legs like heaven, like put together, like fine, like fine as hell. And she's gonna say, "This is my experience in dating." And I'm gonna show you, like, because people are like, nah, that's not true. You're mad beautiful, like, you know, because it was an Instagram post.
Yeah.
And then she showed the videos on Twitter and shit like that. And she's like, yeah, you know, I know, but watch what happens. And she had the camera set up in front of, I think it was here in New York, Margarita Island, maybe, something like that, some like outdoor bar spot like that, maybe on Coney Island. I forget exactly, but it was outside, and it was like one of them, you know, Bayside type of things. And so she's there, she's sitting down at like the little barrel that they have as a table out there, the cute little barrel or whatever. And so you can't really see how tall she is because the barrel kind of obscures her legs from the angle that the short guy's coming from. And she's sitting down. So, you know, the short dudes walk up and they see her and they're like, damn, like all the reaction is the same every time, like, damn, she's bad, oh my god, I can't believe it. Like, I scored. Like, this shit's gonna be excellent. And then they would all go to shake her hand or whatever, or hug, and then she would get up and tower over them, and then they'd be like, a couple of them backed up, like visibly, like a step or two, like backed up in fear, and then was like, I can't do this, I'm sorry, and then left.
That's going.
Left. I was like, all right, I at least get the bravery of you admitting that you're intimidated. Like, it's not very manly to back up a couple steps, but okay, like, I get it. You were taken aback because she was sitting down, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But do you not see how bad this woman is? Like, she wants to go on a date with you, bro. Like, she swipes on you. She's about it. This is not a prank or nothing. Like, it's on, son. She's looking full cock. Yours tonight. And they would leave. A couple of them left. A couple of them, like, you know, were shaken, but they handled it. And they sat and they had a good time and they were fine, but it took them a second to, like, adjust. But, you know, they weren't afeared. They at least rose to the occasion a little bit. And then some of them still folded at the end of the day, being like, you're too tall for me. Like, I can't. Like, y'all had a good time and all that. And now you're too. I just can't do it.
See, like with that, that's a weird experiment, because it's about the really just the perception. Because if she was just walking down the block, just as a regular self, tall, it would be a different situation as opposed to her just sitting down and then her standing up. Because that's more. I mean, just being a tall individual, bro. I see that shit, bro. If I'm sitting down and I stand up and I'm hovering over people.
Me too. Again, we're in security. This happens all the time with us.
Yeah,
I get that look every day of, like, you know,
like,
and
who's this tall nigga?
And no, honestly, being involved in that, like, I've learned that does present a certain level of intimidation. That's why, like, at certain points, if I'm sitting down and I see a certain situation, I stand up because, you know, you're hovering there. So it does. It just does. I mean, it does in several different ways, both in regards to intimidation and attraction too, but either way, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know.
So you didn't fuck this man, obviously.
Nor should she.
I'm surprised you saw him again. That he must.
No.
That conversation must have been amazing.
Going to his crib was the mistake.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? That was whack. He was whack. Strip club was whack. Strippers was whack.
All right.
But, you know, I went to his house on my birthday. So I think I was in a already better mood, so I think that was part of the reason why I went.
And you're trying to get pounded out.
Pretty much, yeah.
I get it. It's your birthday. That's the point. And he still didn't succeed. Jesus Christ! Like, oh my God.
Well, he actually did.
Okay. I'm gonna return to that.
Unfortunately,
no,
I wish it didn't happen, but it did.
We'll return to that in a second because I don't want to lose my train of thought here. Did his shortness factor in? That's why I brought up the tall girl story. Did it really like affect you in any real way, or was just I'm into this dude, the vibes is there, I don't really care like that, I'm gonna give it a shot, like you said, 2 minutes ago?
Well, when I went to his house, that's when it really dawned on me that this feels
with the feet
weird.
dangling.
Yes, with the feet dangling.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm laughing with y'all.
Yeah, and I feel like that I'm the type of person that like I wear my heart on my sleeve type of thing, where if I feel something, you're gonna see it on my face.
Right.
So obviously, I didn't know until afterward, but when I was there, I remember looking at his feet dangling, and
it did something to your psyche.
It did something to my psyche. And apparently, I made a face.
Oh, he saw it. He reacted.
And he saw it, and then he goes, "Oh, what happened?" I was like, "Oh, no, nothing. I don't know. I probably made up some bullshit excuse, but
smooth."
And
I see your little feet dangling, nigga. I see it. Why is your bed so damn big? Was he in a California king? Was his bed big?
And his bed was big, and his room was small. So just imagine that picture.
I can. I was joking, but I'm not surprised at all. I have a California king, guys, because I actually need it. So, shout out to my dudes getting huge ass beds. They're great. Huge ass beds rule. So he beats. I also want to take another step back. So because we're talking about the psychological, right? 2 questions. Psychologically, how did the experience with the strip club affect your attraction to him later? And then also psychologically, how did letting him beat, even though he was whack, affect you in the encounter? And I guess the third question is, was he good enough with his dick game to overcome those things?
So I guess the first part of your question, the strip club experience, how did it affect me psychologically after that?
Yeah, because we were talking about the psychology, right?
Right.
Of this experience.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't think too much of it other than, damn, I wish I went somewhere else that was better as far as the strip club was concerned. After that night, like, just from, like, our conversations, like, felt, like, easy, easy flowing conversations.
Yeah, you had rapport. You had good rapport with them.
So I didn't really like make it so much of like a negative against them because of that after that, as far as the strip club experience. But that was the one and only time that he beat. So you could probably fill in the blanks.
That means he fucking sucked. That means he fucking sucked. So that's 3 strikes right there. He took you to a bum ass place after you made a cool, spontaneous suggestion that everybody would be excited to hear about. Didn't even take you to Vivid. Jesus.
That is one of those where it's like, oh shit, word?
Word?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably won't be prepared for that either, but there are several different spots that you can go to where we can get those we get the spice melange going, man.
So as an interesting transition, since this is about our stories, I guess, right?
Right.
What?
Oh no. Well,
wait. What are you gonna do? What did you got?
Not even that. Ultimately, how did if this is a finished situation, how did that end off?
So it's definitely a finished situation. After,
of course, he sucked.
Yes, there was multiple levels of suckiness and corniness that transpired, but you win some, you lose some, I guess. But On his end, I meant he lost.
I mean, you lost your time. Yeah, you lost your time. You lost your time. Well, it would have been a win if he took you to the wax strip club on the second date. Then at least the first date was good. Because it was going well.
That first date, they go somewhere popping.
Yeah. Because you said you made out with him, so it's like he just fucked up the.
That was because of boredom.
The ambiance move. Well, and you
and
know,
the liquor, and the liquor.
The liquor. He's feeling good. He's like, all right, I gotta. Like I said, you gotta make the best of this. I've definitely been in those situations where you're just like, oh, I just gotta make the best of it.
Like, might as well.
Yeah, I might as well shoot my shot and see how it goes. I guess that goes to what you were talking about earlier. Then that's when you just whip your cock out and hope they don't get mad at you. So shit, I was gonna ask him about his story, unless he's coming back right now. Are you there?
But yeah, it didn't really transpire anything else after that. After he quote unquote beat, that was it. It just ended after that.
Yeah, because he was lame.
Yeah.
Well, that's rather unfortunate. Does that affect your opinion of short men going forward?
Yes, I won't ever date them again.
Oh no. My man's ruined it for the rest of the kings. I'm gonna laugh. You're gonna end up with some nigga who 5'3".
A lot of you short guys actually be cool, but I'm talking about the ones who are whack. Y'all are super whack, and y'all got that complex, Napoleon complex, I think it's called.
That's not just short dudes. That's just those who have that. You could be 7'5" and have that short man complex. You know what I'm saying? So, well, actually, these days it's not the short man complex. What is it? The small dick. What is that?
Small dick energy.
Yeah, there it is.
And big dick energy.
Well, I mean, if that's the other side of that,
it is. That's the phrase.
But yeah. I mean, it's not about being short or your stature. It's just about the the perception size of your dick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. How else? How else could Pete Davidson be looking half dead and having sex with all these badass, elite ass, famous ass women? Somehow, I mean, he's funny. That's a big part of it.
He's a little attractive to me too.
Look at that. There's something to him. There we go. See, there's something to him. Something to this man.
Again, you know what I'm saying? I guess we'll dive a little too in the dynamics of the battles of the sexes, but a lot of dudes know that once we if and when we can make a girl laugh, that's usually the entryway to a lot of different shit.
It's a lot of it.
You know what I'm saying? Not even like a laugh. You know what I'm saying? Even just for me, if I can just get that smile, okay. Now we on. Now I got something to work with. You know what I'm saying? Not even like I'm not even trying to bag or just the rapport. You know what I'm saying? Just the communication. And I mean, I've had situations where it takes a little bit longer, and there's a lot of bitter females out there. So, again, like I said, once we are able to get that, especially out of them, those real tough Bronx chicks that always want to fight. Once you get a smile out of them, you're doing something right, man. You're helping out. Like I said, not even just trying to bag them or I'm just trying to help everybody come together. You know what I'm saying? Peace. That's
and also come together. Was that some slick wordplay? Double entendre?
I'm glad you picked up on that, sir.
Well, you're a clever guy.
I mean, well, I'll try. So, I do have some sort of degree.
You do.
I'm still trying to figure out what type that is.
You're the only college graduate on staff, sir. So
I do remember about 3 of those years. Those were fun years.
Well, soon we'll have 2 degrees when Reena agrees to sign the contract.
Oh no, she was definitely around during some, a couple of those later years. what I'm saying? We didn't really know each other too much, but we saw each other, so.
You never really spoke to each other until after. We never spoke to each other until after we both graduated, which is so weird.
Wait, no, I'm gonna do the proper transition, proper segue. One of the reasons we have Reena on the show is because these guys have known each other a very long time. If that's not apparent or wasn't apparent in the first episode, I don't just think, but we didn't say it like flat out. Like we just have her as our guest. Come say smart things on our show, please. Make us look smarter. But yeah, these guys have known each other a long time. So if you want to do the quick origin story, since that seems to be where it's going.
10 years ago.
A real long time ago. Feel me?
Way back. Way back. But, yeah, here we are.
Has it been 10 years?
No, it's longer than that. It's going on about maybe like 13 of them things. But, yeah. Shout out to Black Planet.
Shout out to Black Planet.
For our younger listeners, tell them what that is.
Way back.
You gotta really. That's a relic right there that you.
No. Just listen to what was that? Kanye's first album. He'll explain all of that for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? But well, listen. We're from a different era.
We sure are. Much simpler time.
You know what I'm saying? There was a whole lot, a whole lot more respect and a whole lot more fun going on. But it is what it is. But that's one of the main reasons we have this podcast, to keep the essence of that. You know what I'm saying? To keep the essence of several different things. Number one, keep the essence of New York, because New York is definitely, even though it's always been a melting pot, New York has definitely lost a lot of its true essence in regards to a lot of different things. We're also here to, talk to the youths. Well, the ones that listen to us. I don't know why the fuck they would listen to us, but why not? And
because we're dope as fuck. That's why.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, let's go.
Positivity.
But more than anything, we're here to truly be the, we're the glue guys. We're here to really try to bring a lot of logic to the bullshit. Why not? A little bullshit to the logic. You know what I'm saying? And we going from the yin, the yang, and the yang and the yin, and you know what I'm saying, the mambo sauce in between. So, But fuck all that. We're here to talk about some real spicy shit. So we went to your one and only strip club experience. What would be your fantastical fantasy prime time, your best experience if you could have it at a strip club?
That's a great question.
Let's say hypothetically speaking, and this may happen, but it's for your birthday. You know what I'm saying? We may happen to be doing a podcast at some particular strip club. You know what I'm saying? How would that be for you?
Ooh, and my birthday? Oh, man. You already know I'm going to want it to be extra spicy.
Of course.
I don't know if any of you guys have seen the video of
you?
Well, actually, speaking of strip club experiences, I recently have recorded some twerk videos. But anyway, that's for another day.
Where's that video?
So,
it's the Spice Melange.
Yeah. So, I was gonna say, I don't know if either of you guys have seen the video of his latest song, "Come Twerk Some," whatever. I don't know what it's called, but
who was this?
The Baby.
Okay, no.
It's past your time.
That music ain't for me, bro. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying I'm not the target audience, so I haven't heard it. No, or I guess it's one of those I probably heard it and don't know that that's the song. But no, I haven't seen the video.
And again,
or it could be you heard the song, but
you just don't know who the fuck it is.
Yeah. Okay. Have you guys seen the Tip Drill video by Nelly?
Of course.
Didn't I just say I'm old? You know how many niggas is beating dick to that fucking video?
I mean, I wasn't, but
I also was not. It was one of those, you watched it and you got hard because it was such an awesome video. But
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I caught that on the late end, so
yeah, because that was just regular TV.
I didn't catch that one on like when it first dropped because I may feel different about it, but it's always about the swipe in between the cheeks, but that's what kind of fucked up the strip club culture too, but
yeah, the visual,
the swipe between the cheeks.
Yeah, even though the Simpsons already and Family Guy already did that.
Yes.
Before that.
Yes. And that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Really.
Not yet.
Oh my.
Not yet.
That's going into that whole AI Android fucking conversation, man.
Oh, well, maybe we'll get into some robo-sex.
No. I'm not ready for that.
But yes, to answer your question, yes, I definitely seen that video.
I need different drugs for that.
Many, many times.
Yeah, I just expected it to be like, generally speaking, like a real lit rap video. Girls just twisting, doing all kinds of acrobatic shit, like mad people in the club, not desolation like the place I went to. Okay. Some dope ass music, everybody just fucking dancing, having a good time.
All right, so you want Cardi B without the gang shit?
Exactly. I want Cardi B vibes. Cardi B. Yeah.
I mean, again, she's another one. Shout out to her. She, honestly, out of everybody that I've seen in that whole fucking love and hip hop shit, she's the only one that really made shit work. In regards to somebody that wasn't like on before, but used that, so on and so forth. Also, shout out to her for that little flick she threw on when she was mad at your man Offset, son. That little that little flick she threw out there. She definitely has the type of nipples I like. Yeah.
Cardi, if you listening, you doing a damn thing, girl.
Hey, listen, marketing genius. I'll say that much.
She got fucked on IG Live. That showed me how gangster besides the Robin and the Wild and back in days.
Like before she was famous, you're saying?
No, after she was famous.
I didn't even hear about that.
Old boys,
oh yeah.
She's clapped.
But no, they was talking about that for a while. Making a sex tape and all that.
Was hilarious.
I don't know what a sex tape really means these days, but shout out to the sex tapes, man. Or just shout out to the tapes in general.
They were once important.
People, that made individuals
before
famous.
The internet.
Yeah.
Really popped off, really. Yeah.
In some ways, it helped pop off the internet because you think about stuff like the Pam and Tommy Lee sex tape and things like that.
That was the original.
That was the original, and then like the Kim K. Well, I guess the original was more like Rob Lowe back in day and guys like that.
Was Pam and
that was that big. That was that bomb.
That was the tape.
Yeah, that was the tape.
The original leak was Kim K and this nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Paris.
It was Paris.
I forgot Paris had one.
The green tape.
Yeah, exactly. The green tape. That's exactly what it is. First of all, that video was wax. Holy shit.
Bro.
And that was her like at her baddest, and it was still wax.
When you think about it, that don't even make sense because it's like you already rich. Like
no, it's about attention.
It's just about the fame, right? At that point, yeah.
Which is clout. Yeah, like she thrived on it. Like she loves that shit because she doesn't need money.
But she could have got clout in a different way because of her family.
I mean, she was already getting it, but not like that. Not like it was. Because it's more about, like, you know, right perception.
And this bitch, the other one.
Nicole Richie, you talking about? Yeah. It's more about, oh my God, like this heiress who is like super rich or whatever is getting fucked in nasty ways, and she was even like fucked in nasty ways.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty.
It was probably standard. Yeah.
It was another return of like the hot, slutty, white girl, blonde era.
Pretty much, yeah.
Rich, you know, but
I mean, that never really goes away.
But this was like the rich white joint.
Yeah, again, it was her. It was who she was. It was her title and shit. Like,
oh my God, not to change the subject, but when you said white girls getting fucked, it made me think about Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, that was the continuation of that. You know, it was the continuation of that. It was just that in this case, you know, only one girl was exploited as opposed to many.
They got popping the same time Kim Kardashian got popping, bro.
Yeah. Like she was
before Kim's sex tape.
Yeah, she was.
Paris was before Kim, right? Yeah.
Paris was
okay.
the first.
I thought so.
Paris was the.
Like I remember Kim Kardashian being on Cribs.
Yeah.
The episode of Cribs, you know what I'm saying? Like they were on Cribs, and then maybe like 3, 4, 5 years later, that's when the Ray J tape came out. You know, the I Hit It First tape came out.
The I Hit It First tape, which again, in and of itself, is not like a great tape. Like, it's just okay.
It's just
it is better than the Paris tape, so there's that.
No, it's better. Well, because Kim is
not that there. I guess there's that's much of a bar to clear, but
Kim is just she's just way better than Paris, bro. Like people just want to see Paris naked, and then
that's really what it was, yeah.
And then with Kim, it's just like, all right, well, she's way better, and well, I guess technically that was the third sex tape because I guess the R. Kelly shit was the first one, but
yeah. But that was more like a spectacle, and not like niggas. Niggas is like, I guess women obviously like I'm trying to see Kel's dick or whatever, but like
I don't know why.
Overall, like
this nigga had a long white tee on and a fucking mask.
Like niggas weren't clamoring to see this nigga's dick.
No,
you know what I'm saying.
No,
like, whereas,
I wouldn't. No, with that tape, it was more of like, yo, is it really this nigga or is it him or not?
Yeah.
As opposed to you trying to watch the tape like, oh shit, hey, no. It's like, oh, is that Kels? Oh shit, wait, oh yeah, that's him. Yeah, that boy, yeah, okay, no, that shit was whack, son, all the way whack. He fucked the whole album up. He fucked the whole tour up. Matter of fact, he fucked 2 tours up. But we're not here to talk about Kels. We're here to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Various other things.
Now we here talking about sex tapes and all types of strip club exploits.
Have you made a sex tape?
Wait, is this on topic? I guess it is, right? Yes, I have actually.
All right.
I actually enjoy it. I enjoy watching it back. Yeah.
That's good.
So, strip club hasn't been a highlight. Honestly, probably me watching my own sex tape was more of a highlight than that damn strip club I went to.
Well, based upon that experience, I can understand that. I really can. No, honestly, like, watching yourself is one thing, and again, if you could watch that and appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, that's definitely first of all, that shows a lot of confidence. Most people do that shit and regret it right afterwards. But at the same time, I've never done a tape, but
Ooh, I'm surprised.
I mean, short videos here and there, but not a full tape. I don't have any of that footage.
Film yourself. That's really.
Yeah. Have you filmed yourself?
Oh no. I mean, look, it's been offered quite a few times. I guess I'm just a little too into the act to actually film, but if somebody else is filming me, so be it. But
So you're preaching about that. I have tapes, not the length of tapes, obviously, like you were talking about.
Yes, documentaries.
Yeah, I do whole annotations. But I have footage of me, so and I enjoy watching it back sometimes. I'm actually shocked at how good some of it came out. But to the bandit's point, there's something to that. Like, I admire the actor's ability and the sex worker's ability to fucking concentrate and do all these crazy things. And I know after a while, I'm sure it's just, this is just work and I'm just working. But the ability to hold your concentration to film these angles and things like that, all the weird cameras and devices you have to wear while you're fucking to get the good shots.
I'm not trying to multitask.
So I was filming shit with my phone straight up in my hand like everybody else. And that's what happened. Like, you get into it because it's hot, and then you're like, I don't know if I want to keep filming because I want to concentrate now.
Nah, but you can set shit up.
You know.
You can set your phone up now.
Yeah, it's just in those situations I was straight up like that shit was in my hand.
Yeah, same.
And it's not like a nigga had a tripod or.
Right.
You know, I just wanted, It was.
I don't know how motherfuckers have cameras and they just.
Strapped to their heads, or their chests, like, and they're just doing it, man. They're doing it. But again, you know, if you're getting paid well, you'll do it. And again, like, and because it's work, again, it's, I imagine they view it differently. Us, you know, we're just looking at
paid for it, it's different strokes.
Yeah.
Different strokes.
But I still admire their concentration, because that shit takes concentration, like, to really film that. Yeah.
Like one overhead, and like maybe one more, but you know, you get like 3 different angles, but you know, he's still fucking with the, you know.
With the camera on, the camera on his head.
That shit is like, I can't do it.
With mad lights on you, you know what I'm saying? You sweating, like.
Yeah, and then you gotta do an interview before that. Like, for like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, alright, where you from?
Alright, cool. Do you like this? Do you like that?
Alright, do you like it in your butt? No? Okay.
No, okay, we won't do that.
No butt play? Got it.
Crazy sexual experience. Oh, now I had 3 dicks at one time.
Shit like that.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh man, that's not a sexual experience. At least not for me.
That's an experience.
It's an experience. Don't look that up, guys.
Yeah,
don't look that up, guys.
If you were born in the 2000s, just don't even bother.
Yeah, just do not. Don't do it to yourself. Please.
Pretty much every night at the box for me. Literal shit.
No way. No way.
Actually, no. I think that's a security test.
That was a future security.
No. I already talked about that.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh shit.
Talked about that shit.
Oh shit. That's cool. But yeah, it's hard to film tape. It really is. It's hard to maintain that focus, I gotta say, and I admire that people are able to do that. Hopefully I get to film more. They are fun. And you realize you look cooler than you think. Like,
yeah, seriously.
Especially like seeing yourself come, like, is weird. That's a weird experience. Because I used to have a mirror. I think I told this story before on the show. I used to have a mirror across from my bed. Not for this purpose, but it helped to have it for this purpose. It just happened to be like one of those mirrors that had like compartments so I could store shit in it and, you know, use it to get ready and stuff. And I would be fucking girls across from the mirror and would see myself fucking and be like, oh, my form is bad. Or like, I don't know. Like, it would take me out of it, like, sometimes, because I'm like, oh, that's what I look like? Oh,
yeah.
This is a weird angle that I'm seeing. And one time, I was fucking and I was about to come and I looked at the mirror, which is a mistake because I looked at my cum face and I was like freaked out by it. It still felt good.
Scared of your own reflection.
Yeah, but it was weird. Like, it was a weird face. And I think it was in part because I looked at the mirror, obviously. But, like, I was like, oh, that's what I look like?
Yeah.
Is that the face I make? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I like that. So, yes, I will try to get a harness camera to film better things in the future if I choose to do that. I imagine I will.
I mentioned you got a couple videos on Twitter too.
Sort of, not me specifically. Yeah, yeah, not me specifically. I'm just in them. Yeah, I'm just in them.
Like your face is showing as all that and all that.
My face is sort of in one of the videos, but it's very short. A lot of the clips are very short. But my face is in one of them, and that's because she used the Disney filter. So I look like a Disney character, just hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. It's funny as hell. No, it's like when they Disneyfy a human. like that kind of filter.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only one that my face is in. Oh, and in one that I'm getting my dick sucked in, because of the angle. But I figured, if I'm gonna show my cock in it, I'm gonna show like a lot of my body. Like, what's my face at this point, right? Fuck it. True, but I think about and I get, for certain people, you have certain jobs and you want to keep your identity secret and whatever. I respect the masks and all that. I do. It's also cool. Yeah. Sometimes it's a cool visual. But yeah,
I like that actually. I would do that.
Yeah. The mask is Yeah. There you go.
It would make me feel more comfortable and more confident to do different things, knowing that no one could see my face.
See? Exactly. You have that feeling of anonymity. You can enjoy it. You're not worried. You're not as self-conscious.
Right.
And I'm a little self-conscious in those videos. I'm not gonna lie, especially since I'd rather be in better shape, but I'm not at least fat in the videos.
That's just more self-conscious.
I know.
You're not worried about being on video. You're just worried about how you look.
Yeah, exactly. And you're
not worried about the exposure.
And like I say, I'm really, which is weird. You think that's what?
Right. That's a good point.
You think that's what everyone's worried about? Nah. Do I look cool? Exactly. My skin's ashy or something.
A lot of those amateur videos, like they be thinking they'd be mad hair, too much hair.
Yeah.
Be on the dude or the girl.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hairy asses.
Also, I like doggy style, so that's usually from that angle. So you don't really see much of me, like I said, except for the.
That's different. That's different. Nice angles.
Exactly. Well, also.
That's when like the camera.
Also easy to film. With your hands.
Yeah, when you got the handy dandy camera, son.
Exactly. That said,
that's where you can. You know what I'm saying.
I'd like a harness camera. That would make things. I would probably make more videos if I had a harness camera.
And look, I mean, even though it's weird, when they got the headband camera, I understand that. That shit is mad tactical. I'd even
rock the headband camera. Maybe,
you know what I'm saying?
Just to get the shot.
You kind of look, you want some weird, alien shit. But
to your point, Reena, and I guess I'm going to ask you about the psychological aspect of that, I guess, of being, open, sexually enough to be in video, at least. I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy watching myself back sometimes. I enjoy, watching that moment and, remembering it. Especially with, the weird COVID brain I have with memory and shit. So, it's nice to have it
really
forever,
what is the lure towards that? I mean, I know I can understand that, even though like I said, realistically, the videos I probably could have watched have been long gone, but, you know what I'm saying? What is the lure, the high, the taboo?
It's fun.
You know what I'm saying?
And use the right word. Like, it's this taboo. I think it's, again, way more acceptable. So way more acceptable nowadays to film yourself doing all this stuff because of where we're at in terms of technology and expression and how people feel about sexuality and stuff. But I think that's it. Just being exhibitionist. People like being seen. People like the feeling of being watched. It helps your performance, I guess. There's a myriad of reasons. A lot of it is just for vanity. They don't even care about who they fucking. They just want to see themselves be fucked. And
no. That's more voyeurism, son. That's voyeurism.
Even the same thing. I would imagine
that voyeurism. That's more like randomness and like.
Well, also voyeurism is you like to be watched.
Yeah, you want to be, or you want
to watch
anytime, any place. You know what I'm saying? But that's clearly that's a whole different mindset.
Still,
I'm into that too, honestly.
Being watched.
Yeah, I'm into that too. Like being watched. I don't know. I guess it's just I don't know. What's the word? Not the rush, but
it's a rush.
I guess it's
rush,
a rush.
Again, it's like you're presenting something that usually would be private, but it's now you're presenting something private to the public. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your internal world is being exposed. And that creates a certain, excitement.
There's a certain shock factor to that. Yeah.
And again, that's why porn stars are porn stars. They have that, but to the extremist, version of that. And that's why I was saying, like, with voyeurism, like, they don't care. Like, they in public, like I said, anytime, any place. Like, they, if it's time to pop off, it's time to pop off. They don't care where they are. Like, dude just so on and so forth, and then they just, but, they may be in, like, a bathroom, Mile High Club, so on and so forth. But and even within that, like, I think certain people within that, they've tried to hide within, like, that certain perception, because a lot of them don't even live that certain lifestyle. Like, they want to be seen, but they still bullshitting with it. Like, they want to be seen, but it's it's just like cute. It's just like, yeah, we kissing out here now.
Right.
As opposed to, like, back in the 90s when, you may be out in the park and you might see Dennis Rodman, and, he may be doing certain things in the park, you know what I'm saying? But that was cool because that was that time. You can't do shit like that now because of certain things. I get that.
I was just going to say that. Like, I want to do that, but I feel like now it's different, unfortunately. Like,
listen,
I'm sure someone could probably pull it off, but I don't know.
I'm cool with just getting it in on, like, a cool balcony somewhere. Maybe you're seen, maybe you're not. You know what I'm saying? No, look, last time I went to Miami, like, I think I was on, like, the 4th or 5th floor of wherever I was. It's where you could be seen. Had a nice little, whatever, but, it wasn't no porno scenes on the fucking balcony, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't that creative, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't have no bud, so, you know. You know what I'm saying? But, I ain't gonna lie to you. After things happened, I was like, damn, like, I got the balcony, so maybe things could have happened, but that's neither here nor there. Point is, you got the scenario and you got the situation, creativity will take over. Especially if you got, a couple of creative minds and, the right situation. And, those are when your true sex tapes are not sex tapes, but they're artwork. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no bullshit amateur video. You know what I'm saying? I need to see something like nah, like, if I'm paying, I need a goddamn show, all right?
I get
and
that.
And I'm the same way. Like, if people are looking forward to seeing a sex tape from me, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be WrestleMania, baby. It's I'm working out. I'm saying my prayers. I'm taking my vitamins. I'm doing my pull-ups.
Stretching.
Oh, I'm definitely. Well, man, I stretch every day, baby. You got to be limber when you fucking. You need that blood flow. But yeah, no, we you know what I'm saying, we out here. You know what I'm saying? We if there's a sex tape with my name attached to it, son, I can't. I grew up in the 90s, bro.
And also that plays into what we were just talking about, like
a good sex tape for me is like a great album. Like there's a story.
Yeah, you're watching
you got
it.
your highs, you got your lows.
You're watching it, you're nodding the whole time.
But at the end of that that compilation, we all feel good. You know what I'm saying? We all feel good and we all came together.
Like speaking of voyeurism, I always wanted to just have sex on the first floor apartment with a huge window and just leave it open in the daytime. Is that weird?
No. That's not
I've seen
weird.
that.
That's a natural. You know why? Because there's the exact opposite of that in regards to, like, if I'm walking past the spot and I just happen to look across in the window, I'm like, oh shit, they fucking. Hey.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen that. That's exactly what it was. You're just strolling, minding your own business. You just happen to look right.
Life is about balance.
Fuck.
Life is about balance.
Niggas is fucking in the window.
So if you're thinking that, then there's somebody that wants to see that. You know what I'm saying.
And moreover, I don't think it's weird. It's obviously more common than you think if it's something you're.
No, a lot of people, they, for different reasons. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's funny because, like, we talk about dudes. We probably, like, want that for, like, competition reasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody walking by. I'm like,
You can lock eyes with them and be like,
No,
yeah,
not even
like,
that,
you see
not
how
even
I'm
that.
pounding this shit?
you don't even
You wish you could
no,
pound
no,
this shit as good as me?
You don't even need no no visuals, bro. No visuals, boy. You just like somebody just walking past the crib one night, son, and they just hear you just,
Clapping.
you doing what you doing, son. And you see, somebody like, yo, boy, I heard you last night, son. Yeah. See what you was doing, son.
I heard you last night.
Yeah, boy.
Heard you.
That's competition. As a matter of fact,
you.
I can say that's competition even going.
It's funny you picked that up. My landlord did that to me once, or my former landlord. Shout out to him.
That may be why you still here.
Most definitely. Maybe he enjoyed the performance. I don't know why. He's brought this shit up a couple. He's brought this shit up a couple times, and I keep trying to think of like who was I fucking.
What year was this?
Yeah, when was this? Because he doesn't remember either. Like, cause I've lived where I've been at forever. So, and he was my landlord forever. So, but he always tells the story the same. He's just like, yeah, me and my brother, we came in to fix
see, he had a witness.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I get a witness?
We came in to fix the boiler in the apartment under you, blah blah blah, and you was just up there like fucking somebody, you was wearing someone out. I was like, word, did I make noise? Like, he's like, nah. We just heard the bed and like whoever the girl was. So I'm like, all right. That narrows it down a little bit because there's only a handful of girls. Not that I'm like wilding out here, but like there's only a handful of girls I've ever been with that like made noise like that.
Yeah, he's trying to be humble right now.
Because they were, self-conscious about making noise, or they weren't noise makers really, like, or
up until a certain point,
or they were moaners, or some shit like that, like,
or
up until a certain point.
They all say that.
Yeah, exactly. Or they try to be, they try to do the hand over the mouth thing to try to keep it back. I was like, nah, that's when you pull the hand off. And you're just like, nah, you better let me hear you. I need to hear you. I don't care if they hear you. I want to hear you. I live here, not them. Except for as late at night, because you don't want. Again, I've been with one or two girls who's like hella loud when you're like when you're like in them, like deep, hitting the floor, type of shit, like, and they have to struggle not to be loud, like that type of shit. And you're like, yo, chill, like niggas work in this building, like,
oh yeah,
you gotta relax. It's Wednesday,
4:30 in the morning, and the fucking they
Exactly.
yo, shut the fuck up. Son.
And yeah, that type of shit. But so I often wonder like who that was.
But that's why you don't have headboards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I specifically don't have headboards for that reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, they're annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they help with the rhythm, but
they break, they fall over. Like, I've never found the real function.
Those are more for aesthetics.
Yeah, they look nice, but I'm not doing that. I've bumped my head against headboards a bunch of times.
Unless you know how to finesse it and either like glue your headboard to the wall or have some sort of
The only time I've ever liked it is as something to hold on to.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
And even then, like, I don't like it because I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. Or like the bed's gonna break or some shit because it moves, it rattles back and forth and shit.
Well, everything moves. That's why I don't wear chains anymore.
Yeah. Or rings or any of that.
Yeah,
but
Wait, why not?
because they like jingle around and like rattle and make noise and hit you in the face and stuff like that.
Yeah, that and shit breaks.
Yeah, shit breaks.
Or shit just falls
if you go too hard.
It's a lot of different variables.
So yeah, we're coming to our average time here. I don't know. I feel like this is great equilibrium. Is there anything we're missing here that you wanted to touch upon, or expand upon what we have talked about thus far? So what I've learned about you a lot tonight, more than I've known before. I've known that you like to be watched, or watch. So you're a voyeur. You like to be recorded sometimes.
Even beyond that,
you're very understanding of whack motherfuckers if they are good enough to hold the conversation.
Well, man. Yeah.
Which I guess is most people, right? Like, if you have a good time, you have a good time.
No, she gave us her story, so we still have to give her our stories.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I guess at this point, it's the wackiest strip club stories.
Oh man.
somewhere on 33rd Street somewhere.
Oh man.
Nah, yo, honestly, look, like, the strip club wave now is just a fucking brothel, okay? And I get it, but at the same time, it's
I
taking.
also appreciate it, but it's also
No,
weird.
I understand it, but at the same time, it's like, yo,
It makes me remember what I don't like about.
You've
the
taken away the vibe and like the good time factor of being at the, being there. So it's like, as soon as I get there, it's like, yeah, yo, but you trying to have a good time? I'm like, no, yo, bitch, I just got here. That shit is corny. It's just like,
It's like, can you even give me enough time for me to even decide on which woman I would want to have a good time with?
Yo,
Like, I just stepped into the spot.
I feel like that. I feel like, yo, like, even like if we're at like a regular club, I still feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get in the spot. Cool. Let me get a drink real quick. See.
Like, let me settle in. Yeah.
Like, yo, if I walk in the spot and like I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people won't ever have this. But if you walk in the spot and everybody is on you, that shit is kind of annoying. Like, it's like, yo, let me.
You want to leave?
Yeah, it's like, this shit is annoying. Like, can I get in here? Let me. Nah, I don't want everybody. Yo, what you trying to do? I'm here. You trying to have a good. No.
Papi, what you trying to do? You trying to have a good time?
Yes. Oh, yeah, yo, yeah. You used to play basketball, right? No, fuck that. No, I'm not a ball player, bitch. No, fuck out of here. Straight up and down. And, it gets annoying because at one point, again, me and him, we had a spot. We get in there. I got, again, same shit. So, like, before we even walk in, show you like, yeah, you used to play ball. No, I didn't play ball, bitch. I walk in. She like, yo, what you doing? That I'm like, yo, man, I'm gonna get a drink. Me and him get a drink. You know what I mean? I sit down. This bitch walks up and like, yo, don't waste my time. You trying to have a good time or not? I'm like, yo.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was aggressive.
Yo, on some bullshit. I mean, she was from Brooklyn, so it's cool. I get it. But I'm like, yo, like, I didn't even go that route with you. As a matter of fact, I was trying to avoid your ass.
Right.
And here we are. You know what I'm saying? Niggas already had to pay $50 for these 2 drinks. You know what I'm saying? Number one, you ain't even the stripper I'm here to see. And no. Now again, they were about to close and all that, and I get it. That's how they getting their real bread these days. I respect that, but the entertainment factor is whack, and I can say that about all aspects of different things these days. There's
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think that's like an overarching thing. Nowadays, it's the nuances of shit is just like gone or dwindling.
There's people don't I don't it's, the pandemic fucked people up. Like, personal space got fucked up. The things that people say got fucked up. Even
manners have gotten worse too.
Before that,
but yeah, even before that.
Now, after that, it was just people were crazy before things got locked down. Then they got locked down for 2 years, and then now motherfuckers don't know how to act. And they're kind of just figuring it out now, but there's a real comfortable level that, like, we're definitely in real dark ages, man. It's fucked up. A whole lot of levels, man. Whole lot.
So what's your story? Besides the beginning of that one there.
Oh, the good time.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Most of my strip club stories are mad random because more times than not, I'm not trying to go to the strip clubs because, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I was usually broke. But whatever. I know a lot of drug dealers, so it is what it is. But we happened to be at one strip club one night, and I'm in there with a couple of homies. 2 of them are ex-Marines. One of them is a ex-Marine who was, I mean, I guess the best way to put it, he was part of the suicide unit, so he's a fucking lunatic. Lunatic, drug addict. From certain stories I hear, he may be maybe bisexual or gay. We won't get into that. But definitely a lot of drug usage. And him, his other mans who, mad corny, but whatever. Him, there's those two, and like two of my other homies that those are my mans in them. We end up at this spot, and of course the two Marines are turned up. They had apparently got kicked out of this other strip club they was at because this shorty, like this woman they were with, I don't know what she was doing, what she was on, but I think they were maybe they were at Scores. I forgot what strip club they were at. Somewhere in Midtown, but she got a little too turned up and started trying to strip with the strippers, you know, on their pole, which is both mad nasty and weird at the same time, but you know. Matter of fact, I think they said Shorty got full-fledged naked in the spot, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. They get kicked out, and they're looking for the next strip spot to go to. Actually, I don't know what the fuck happened to Shorty they was with. I guess they put her in the cab and sent her somewhere, but I link up with them. You know, we're chilling. The Marines are doing what they do, you know, their drinks and their drugs. And this one stripper who was, I think, Ecuadorian. I forgot what she was. You know, she just ended up coming to chill with me, talking to me, so on and so forth. One of the Marine dudes who was mad coked up, and anybody who's done that shit or who's been around anybody that did that shit, they know about the coke jaw and, you know, how motherfuckers be talking mad weird and just having mad pasty shit looking around their lips. He was just trying to talk to the stripper that was talking to me, and she wasn't feeling this motherfucker, and he was kind of pressing her a little bit too much, and you know, she just kind of more or less just hopped on top of me just to kind of protect herself. I guess that was a defense mechanism, but it is what it is. But yeah, this dude, he was really on it, and you know, finally I was just like, yo, bro, you know, just cool out, son.
He was getting heated that she was on you?
Yeah, and you know, at this point he was really on some, like, you know, he was, you know, trying to throw her like top dollar. More or less because I think he was trying to have her give a dance to his mans, who was, you know, the other corny motherfucker, but she wasn't budging. And, you know, finally, you know, he I think he had to leave because he went somewhere to throw up, but with that, it was like, yo, I'm in the spot, really not trying to be there. I'm honestly broke, so I'm not spending no fucking bread. And I got this fucking stripper trying to have me protect her from this crazy ass cokehead, son. Well, several cokeheads. Not to mention, one of the homies that we know, he definitely knew one of the strippers there, so he ended up going somewhere else and chopping it up with her. But I'll say it was a lot of Harlem shit happening in that night, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know, I won't say it was the worst situation I had, but it was definitely the wackest, because I won't say it was some cock blockage going on, but yeah, your man's in them was definitely high, coked up, and caked up, son.
Interesting. A lot of drug usage, as you said.
No, too much. And I think this was like a Wednesday night.
Dang, on a Wednesday night? They was wildin'.
No, like I said, these was ex-Marines, so once again, They
That
I
makes
mean,
sense.
honestly, it could have been way worse considering who I was with. But at the same time, I've had way better strip club experiences. I did go to a strip club on my B-Day at one point. That was nice. But that was a situation where I got cock blocked by by a bouncer. So that, and I was a little too drunk and high to make other things happen. That may have been one time I could have done something with a stripper. But either way, that's neither here nor there.
Dang, that was an L.
Missed opportunities. Missed opportunities.
Opportunity.
But yeah, that's one of those strip spots that definitely was in LIC. I believe the name of it was Infinities, but it was ratchet. Of course, it got shot up. No,
In true ratchet fashion,
no,
of
no,
course.
it was one of them spots you could smoke in. So things really could have happened, but I was too drunk, and there was a lot of things happening that day. So whatever. I was young and missed opportunities on the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? But
It happens to the best of us.
yeah, it does. And here we are. So brother man, I believe we saved you for last.
That sucks because your stories are definitely better. Both your stories are definitely better to bookend the episode. And you would think the guy who worked in the clubs would have a wealth of stories. It's more like I have like a bunch of miniature ones. And I also wish I've been in positions where I guess I'll segue off your joint where things could have happened. Where we recently visited, or I guess shit, that's not that recent. That was a year ago now, a little more, a little less than a year. This is a night for anniversaries. So a little less than a year ago, we went to a club that I mentioned earlier in the episode. So if you want to go back and hear what I called it, then we both said the name, so you can go find it.
No, it slipped out. What?
No, I meant to say it. It's whatever. Give them business. Go there. Yeah, go there. Give them some money.
Cut us a check.
Do what you do. If not, go to Rick's Cabaret. Go to Rick Cabaret next door. Like, it's all good.
Oh, that was the other strip club I was supposed to go to. I think that was when I hit you up. But I didn't end up going inside.
Okay.
But anyway, continue.
So you didn't get to go to Rick's, which is actually a nice place. And
Rick's is a cabaret.
And you went to like some shithole as your first time. I love it.
No.
Hey.
The basic theme of this whole shit is she needs a way better strip club experience.
Yes. Well, also, yeah. Let's go with that. That's the main thrust of this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other things that a lot of other themes, but yeah, I know. I'm good with the language myself. I can double entendre too.
Doing this for a little bit.
I'm good at wordplay and thrusting. So, I guess I'm gonna go with the most recent because this is the most recent, and it has nothing to do with a club I worked in, which I feel like, because in the clubs I worked in, it was just minor shit that I would deal with, like really ridiculous, like, don't do coke in my stall, or at least pay me, to do coke in my stall.
Let's go the first time we went to Oops. That first time.
Well, I think this was it, actually. That first time. The one that I was going to talk about.
When I first came across this one, right?
Yeah. And it's hilarious. And that's why I said earlier, I was like, it looks like he was, the bandit was having a better time than me that night. Because we first get in there, just like he said, they were mad aggressive. I don't like that either, personally. I think that's not professional. I think you should wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, obviously you want to make your money. I get it. You got to pay house fee. You gotta pay house fee. You got to be on it. I get that you got to hustle. I understand. Especially if you're there with like 6 other girls. I got it. I know it's a numbers game.
Right.
Trust me, I understand. I do. Because I got to pay house fee too when I was working. Like, I know what it is. At least you can show your titties and like make your shit. Like, I had to get lucky, like, and really hustle that money and pay that house fee. Shout out to niggas paying house fees. But anyway, we in there and they mad aggressive, but we still feeling it out. because we know when we have an acquaintanceship with the dude out front because he's a real nice guy. We see him all the time because we drink a lot in the area. So we pass by this place all the time. And so one day they got us. Like he said, accidentally, they got us finally enough to go in. He's like, yo, first drink's on me. He's like, I'll pay for the first drink. You know, usual shit. And I appreciated that because usually the tactic is I'm going to give you this drink ticket and you can pay for your first drink. But he's like, nah, I'll pay for your first drink. They held our coats and shit, which is rare. They usually charge you for that. All that shit. Because, again, like any club, they're trying to get money off you as soon as you walk in the motherfucker. You got to tip everyone out. That's the culture. Yeah, she was very nice. But so we in there, kind of swatting them away a little bit, you know, trying to just get the drink and see and feel the place out and see what it looks like and all the stuff. What you do when you walk into any place. And the bartender was really nice, very young. And we're just there, we're chilling.
Another really, young one. Dang. Okay.
I would say half of them were young in there. I was like, it's a good mix. Like, you know, so we're chiming in with the really young bartender. She was super nice, and she's like,
"This strip club is it's like more like sports bar type."
Oh yeah, that's right. The theme is a sports bar. It's like akin to Scores, because you mentioned Scores before, and other sports bar type cabaret type things like that. They're showing the games everywhere. You know, there's mad TVs. There's like a basketball gym motif in this one. And it looks kind of weird because the lights is dark in there, like every club. So it's weird to see like a darkened gym with like the main stage like up front and then like TVs everywhere with mad sports on them.
But nobody's on the pole.
Yeah, exactly. Like it wasn't consistent. Like we've been there a few times and it's never really been consistent, except for the regulars that we know there, who I'm getting to. And that's part of the reason why I'm telling the story, because this is funny. So we in there, we drinking, we're having a good time. The bartender's trying to sell us on her friend, who's one of the dancers there. It was really nice, very attractive, Spanish joint, also young. And we were just chopping it up with them, just normal conversation, trying to keep the other girls away who are like hovering like vultures, like they do. You know, waiting for you to get that eye contact, because, you know, once you make eye contact, do you want to dance?
Can't make eye contact.
Do you want to dance? Maybe that'll be the title of the episode. Do you want to dance at the end of the world? Do you want to dance? You want to dance, honey? You want to dance, honey? Touching you and shit. It's like, yo, I just met. Yeah, how you, exactly. Touching you. Yeah. He's like, yo, I just met you. Like, you're touching. Yeah, nah, chill. I don't know.
You gotta warm me up first. Dang.
Exactly, before we touching each other. You're gonna be in my lap anyway. Like, I get it. Or like me, I like massages as well. This is also another plus in a club. Yeah. Yeah, some of them are they really good, man. Some of them are super good, you know.
They're good? Okay.
Because some of them are very good. They actually know what they're doing. So it's like a real massage. You feel good. You're like, damn, that's nice. Like, and that's also how they get you, because you're relaxed now.
Relaxed,
like, you want to dance? You want to dance, honey?
You ain't going there for that type of massage.
Yeah, exactly. You want to save that 15 for the 300 you might pay to get your dick sucked in the back. But so we there with it. We're having an okay time. So we finally go to the couches to get dances, because we're like, all right, we'll see what it is. There's no one in there, by the way, which is why they were so hungry, because I get it's a lean night. You know, you gotta make that house fee, bro. Like, and then make money.
Matter of fact, no. I threw some dollars at this one when she was on the pole.
That's how it began. Yeah, that's how it began. Because she was the only one dancing on the pole. And when we got there, no one was on the main stage or whatever. What could be called that. I'm sorry, I'm a little spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm used to night It's kind of sad.
How could be a main stage when there was? And again,
I don't want to disparage this place. Like, we overall have had a good time at this place.
Okay.
Like, so I'm not trying to shit on. Exactly. Like, it's averaged out to good, is what I will say of our times there. You know, that's what I'm saying. I've had bad experiences, or experiences where I spent crazy bread for nothing, basically nothing. You know, that had to do with my friend who was a dancer, who, you know, would let me fuck sometimes. but I don't count that because she was my friend.
Yeah.
Like, she just happened to be a dancer at the time. Like, it's not the same. It's not like you go out and you scoop. Like,
yeah.
The concept of friend has to be questioned.
But
those are part of the law.
I'm simplifying things. Like, I'm just bringing it up. Yeah, I'm just simplifying things. Like, the point is that, you know, you want, you know, the experience or whatever, you know, that everyone.
Yeah.
She wasn't a real stripper, bro. She was whack.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to see her strip. I'll just say that.
I mean, she gave a hell of a lap dance. I'll give her that. But
No. Attractive, yeah, but no.
Right.
For a stripper, no. The fuck out.
Nah, she wasn't good on the main
I need to see
stage.
some moves.
Yeah, she wasn't good on the main stage. But
No, you gotta be a damn acrobat. No, I need to see something.
Yeah,
you gotta,
but
you have to motivate me to blow my pocket too.
Yeah, it's true. But no, she was great.
Yeah, you cute, but
No, but she gave a great lap dance, and I'm sure she was fucking in the back probably at some of these places. Which, again, no judgment to my sex workers or anybody fucking in these clubs. Please do it. Just be safe. Don't get caught, etc. Like,
and we may have been able to have a little small sex party for your birthday if we had the right drugs.
Yeah, but also, like,
that's a different pie.
Niggas
That's
just,
neither here nor
niggas
there.
just shooting poorly that night. That's another episode. Like, that shit. That shit's a clusterfuck, man. Like, we could have been.
You were aiming for 40, but you know.
Nah, that's that 2 for 18 right there. But
Yeah.
But anyway, so we in there, we having a good time. He throws some dollars to the girl on the main stage, who's really nice, and is like, "Do you want?"
Crazy. It was
Yeah, just here, you know. We were looking at her. She was dancing. It was nice. The only one dancing, besides the other ones, be like, "Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? Hey, do you want to dance, honey? Do you want to dance?" Let's reverse it here. Let's say you in the club, right? You come in this club, you know, they get you in there, however they got you in there, and I come up to you and I touch you like in your waist or whatever, or under your tit. Do you want to dance? Like, it doesn't matter if I'm bad or whatever, and you're into me. This is 10 seconds of me seeing you and touching you in your personal areas, like, hey, like. And you're like, what is that? Like, what is that?
I'm ticklish, so I just be laughing immediately.
Nah, I don't like it, personally. I am ticklish as well, so I definitely don't like it. You know? And I get it. It's part of the technique.
Yeah.
I understand. That's what you're here for. I get it. I do.
No, I wouldn't like that either, though. So I get you.
Yeah, it's just a little. It's a little much, you know. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. So we in there. I get a dance from this girl first that he threw dollars at, whose name I forget, unfortunately, right now.
Phoenix.
Yeah, there we go, Phoenix. Super nice. I get a dance from her first. I thought she was cute. I like the dances or whatever.
Shout out to Phoenix.
Shout out to Phoenix. Treated us semi well. You'll see where this is going in a second. But so I get a dance from Phoenix. It was a nice dance. You know, good. There's no spice to it, but nice.
Oh yeah, you did get through, because I was like,
go. Yeah, because she was on him after he gave her the money. She was on him, son. Like, and not just in a like I want your money way. Like, she's on him.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Bandit.
So I get the dance. Again, dance was nice. The dance was nice. You know, she gave me some effort. It was great. She's attractive. But, you know, it was missing, you know, that extra. And again, not mad. I enjoyed it, you know. But she's, like, starting to chill with us now. Like, we get our second round of drinks. The vultures now realize, you know, that we here. They're still here. They haven't walked out yet. So they starting to really, like, circle.
Yeah.
Heavily. Like, again, the grabbing of the elbow.
Slowly close into.
Yeah. Like, you know, he's sitting down. Like, they, like, fucking, they hovering, man. Like. And again, ladies, I am not mad at you for trying to get your money. Do not feel judged. Like, I get it. It's a cutthroat business. You gotta get that bread. So you gotta get that bread. I understand.
Get that bread, get that head, then leave.
That's maybe what I should have did in hindsight. But I love that song. But
yeah, me too.
So. You know, I get this dance. Dance was good. We're having our second round. We're talking to a girl. We're getting to know her. it's a good time. And then this really fine like chocolate joint comes up in this red like 2-piece. And she was one of the ones like hovering, but like didn't outright come and like grab. Yeah, like or anything. She
had some sons.
I respected her because she was respectful. Like she didn't run up on a nigga, nothing like that. She waited for that.
When Shorty came with me, she saw you.
Yeah, she's like she saw the route. Yeah, she saw the route. Yeah. She saw the route and she fucking dived, son, to hit that. But so we're.
Glasses was fogged up.
So now you jumping ahead, bro. What are you doing to me, son? And I'm not gonna front. Like I love me a good lap dance, a really good one.
I saw a little bit of that.
I love that shit. So my glasses get fogged up when I be sweating. He'll tell you I be sweating. And
that's how you know it's good.
Yeah, you sweating, you smiling real big. Son. He's like, yeah, this is what I wanted. This is what I came here for. Aside to maybe get my dick sucked in some small room somewhere. But if I'm lucky.
But back to the dick suck again.
So.
He gonna tell you what the price was.
Oh boy. So I'm talking to her. She's super nice. I'm drinking my drink, and Phoenix drags him away to the further end of the room. The room. It's basically a room. It was a narrow place. It's a narrow place.
No, she asked you like, you got a girl? I'm like, nah. She like, all right, so you don't want to get a dance? I'm like.
This is when like they were apart because I was already talking to the other girl at this point. So like we're separate, like we're here, and he's like a couple feet away from me, and they're talking. So I didn't want to be rude because she's obviously into dudes. So
into who?
Yeah, like
Bandit?
she's like, you know how it is, like they looking up at you, and and it wasn't just about
Bandit got the juice, huh?
It wasn't just about the money. I don't know. And he will help me on the rest of this story because I guess we share this story in a bit. But
No, I forgot.
we were pretty drunk, but we talking. We're having a good time. It's like, "Show, you want to dance?" And I'm like, "Sure," because you didn't like jump to it like 2 sentences in. Yeah, you talk to me a little bit. You're really nice. It's really nice. You smell good. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What's good? You look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
She couldn't have been no more than like 5'3".
Yeah, she was tiny as well. So as this is happening, I look over to him getting his dance way on the far end of the spot. And like she's on. This is why I mentioned my dance with her, because my dance was nice. Like it was okay. It was good. It was worth the money.
Your glasses was fogged up.
Nice.
Good sign.
No, the glasses were not fogged.
Oh, okay.
It was just a nice dance.
Oh,
and she let me touch her a little bit, which is always a good sign in a club when the girls let you touch them a little bit.
Yeah.
I got the serviceable nice dance, right? I look over at this man. Old girl is like on it, like arms up in the air, tits out immediately. Like she's riding this man, son, from where I'm looking at. Like the bandit at the end of the fucking spot. Because there's not many of us in there. So he's the only one at this point.
You act innocent.
That's how it was. He's like, okay. Like when he was led away from the dance, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And yo, she was.
I'm just chilling.
And he was just like this, enjoying the dance, and she was like working for it, working. Like I was like, I didn't get that, but I get it though. Like I get it. So old girl sees me watching them, being like, I could do better. Like she gets mad, like she's mad at me now. I was like, oh no, I'm just making sure my man having a good time, like. Chill, like you got
fine.
it. Like I'm talking to you already. Like
yeah,
you getting the dance. I'm getting the dance. Like it's all good. You notice the other girls ain't coming over here, like because they know you got it, right? Like, she's like, how do you know about all this? I was like, I worked in clubs. Like I know how all of this goes. She's like, you do, and I'm like, yeah, I do. So do you want to dance? I said, do you want to dance? And she's like, you're an asshole. I was like, well, do you want to dance? She's like, yeah, she was mad. Like I told you, she was like, it became about competition. This story is sounding a lot better than than when I experienced it, honestly. But she was mad. Like, you could tell she was like, yo, you looking at this other bitch, like, don't worry about your friend. Like, it's pretty much that. She grabbed my hand and pulled me over to the couches, like 10 feet away from these guys. Meanwhile, old girl's over here doing, like, hurricane kicks on my man's lap and shit, son, and he's chilling. And she's, like, working. Like, you can tell she's working, like, for this. Didn't she also give you free songs? She only charged you for one song, right? She gave you 2 songs. Because it was a while. It wasn't just one song. Because I got 2 songs from old girl. So you got 2 songs. The fizz if. There you go.
He can't even remember. He just remembered.
Nah, he played the fizz if.
It could have been album long,
there
songs.
were some events happening at the far end of their club.
It sounded like it from your story. Yeah.
I had a good time.
He was like me. He was having a good time. His had he wore glasses, they may have been fogged up. Girl's competitive. Like, she's like, I could do this. Like, obviously. And she hops in my lap, and boy, could she, man. Let me tell you. Like, again, I love me a good lap dance, and she was on it. And it's like how I like it, the build. It's like how I like to fuck, like slow. You ease into it,
right?
You get your rhythm, and they're like, all right, now I'm gonna beat this shit up.
Yeah.
She was climbing me like a wrestling ring. Let me tell you, man. She was on it.
The lights was on, and she was still going hand.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, because this is near. This is where that detail of the place was closing really kicks in. Because she was on it, man. Like,
I hope both of you guys gave them good tips.
Of course, you gotta. Yeah, and we spent a lot of money in there unexpectedly, man. For just walking in, like, just unexpectedly, like, and we were already drinking. But thank God, it pays to no bartenders and shit. But anyway. And I guess be charismatic, because the guy was true to his word. He really did pay for that first drink, and that kicked it off.
Right.
So she's hitting me with these combos and shit, and then, like, midway, in between the 2 dances, because I was like, I'll get another dance, I'll pay for another one. Midway through the second dance, she goes for my cock, like the real, like, stroke of it, like I like that, like
following the other girl.
Like, you're really this is the same girl.
But I mean, like, she was trying to copy what the girl.
No, this is her. She's.
I wasn't getting that offer.
No. She just didn't. She just didn't like how I was, like, looking at them and wasn't making money, like, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
But no, she went for the cock stroke, and it was nice. I was like, oh, this is nice. And then that second dance was really nice. That's when he was talking about he saw me sweating, whatever. That's when the lights was on, and it's time to go. And then she's like, she leans in real close to me, and I knew it was real because I could smell her vagina, son. I was like, oh, you are wet. I could smell her, son. You know how it is. Like, you just smell them. And it wasn't disgusting, but it wasn't disgusting. Like, you could smell a girl. Like, that's just, you just know. Exactly. So exactly, it was that. He's exactly right. She's been working all night, and she.
If you've been working all day,
there's gonna be some.
I love it. You made it sound so beautiful and sexy. Then he comes over here saying.
But he's also.
She's been working all night.
But he's not wrong. He's not wrong. So she's like, so. Let's go somewhere, like, do some drugs and have some fun. Like, and she's like hand around my dick at this point. Like let's do this. And I was like, that's very tempting. Yeah. It really is.
I just came here.
I just this was on a whim, like you earned this money that I gave. Like, you earned this. Like, you really. It wasn't I'm good. I really, and this is part of the reason why. This is part of the reason why I told this story, is because I really almost handed, like, she didn't say it was $400, but I've been doing this long enough to know that I probably could have paid like $300, $400, and probably did whatever I wanted to her.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's a good $350.
At that point,
That's a good $350, man. Not bad. And I thought about it hard, man. Because obviously,
Okay, I was gonna say,
was
did
hard.
You, like,
I
actually
thought
think
about it. No,
for
I
real,
thought about
or-
it hard.
Okay.
Like I knew what it was during that second dance. Like she touched my cock. They're not supposed to touch you. You know, yeah, they could grind against your shit a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
stuff like that, titties in your face, depending on where you are, whatever. But they can't outright. They can't just outright grab you. They can't outright grab your shit. They're not supposed to. That's the rules. You're not supposed to.
Oh, okay.
Just like you can't grab on them,
Yeah.
they're not really allowed to grab on you like that.
No.
Yeah. Obviously, every club is different. Obviously, the rules are different. Obviously,
Behind
different
closed
things
doors,
happen
I'm sure
behind
shit
closed doors
happens.
and
Yeah.
dark lights.
Yeah.
Or no lights at all. You know, I get it.
Or if it's just mad boring that night.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, obviously, like that has a price, right? And she's like, yeah. And part of me was sad because I was like, we had some rapport. Like, you really fucking worked for this shit. Like, I thought maybe it was into me a little bit, but I know that's the magic
Right.
of the club.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, I can't. I want to. I was real, but I was like, I want to, but I can't.
Well, why not?
And I couldn't. There was no way. Even if I massacred that shit, which I would have, the next day I would have felt so bad about myself, and then be down that $400. I would have been upset. Because then even if I would have had a good time, it would have ruined it, knowing that I'd still have to pay all that for that. And again, once again, I say this again: no slight on dudes who pay for sex or sex workers or any of that. Like, that's not what it's about. I just could not afford it. Like, that's really, I already spent too much in the little bit that I did that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. There was money spent that night
that probably should not have been spent. And thank God I didn't spend any more than that.
Oh, thank God I ain't spent nothing past that last night. But again, we're talking about a black ass spot.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about a brothel, not a strip club.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And again, no judgment. I support it. I really do.
They gotta do what they do. Bro.
Yeah. But yeah, I had to very sadly stand up very stiffly and walk out. Because we knew what time it was. It's like, nah, it's time to go. Like, it's that time. And I knew it because as we're walking out to close out, the others are circling, being like, "Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance?" And like, nah. We're going, nah. Because they were all at the bar watching us get it in with these two.
Yeah.
And they was mad, so they was tight.
He was tight as fuck.
They was super mad. Because they were asking us the whole time while we were there, and we didn't pay them no mind. And then them two got money, so they was upset.
It's a game.
Yeah. Do you want to elucidate, or you want to cut it here? Because we did a movie basically, and we could just keep going. But this is lame. I mean, we do part 2 if you want.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Cause I was gonna say before we close.
No, that'll be the trilogy. That'll be the.
No, the trilogy is the second time we take her to a
Nah, trilogy is the orgy because there has to be stakes. There's always a step up. Strip club. Sex party. Slash dominatrix party.
You have the low key strip clubs.
Oh, and you want to work your way up the weight classes.
The real trilogy is,
Yeah, you already went to the bottom of the barrel one.
Nah, like the trilogy is like, we go somewhere that's kind of turned up out here, and then like that's the second part, and then like the third part is like, I don't know, somewhere like obviously outside of New York. You know what I mean? We clearly, whatever, Atlanta, Vegas, Texas, Houston, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of thickums out there. Shit, even Cali, you know what I'm saying? But like the third installment of this has to be somewhere.
Is King of Diamonds.
Shit, I mean, listen.
Finally, get them lemon pepper wings, dogs. It's over.
Lemon pepper Lou, baby.
Finally be lemon pepper snake.
If things are really going right, then the third installment would probably be somewhere in Amsterdam or overseas. But
we're recording from the red light district live.
No. At this point,
Straight up.
At this point, the strip club chronicles are here and forever a permanent segment for the Triple P's. But
only for guests though. It can't be.
No. It's only for It's only for this particular guest.
Oh shit.
Unless she chooses to bring not all the homegirls, but maybe one particular one that we've been around, who's kind of cool, a little bougie, but
should be another one. I don't know what to say. And then she'll talk for like an hour straight.
You know what I'm saying? This particular one, we've had some.
I'm right because you laughed mad hard.
No, she's only allowed to bring one friend, and that one particular one that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do you want to talk about?
No. We got no.
The mystery partner. Mystery guest.
We leave shit to the speculation.
Yeah, maybe that'll be part 2 if she wants to come.
Part 2.5.
Nah, we're gonna do DLC. We're gonna do it like Street Fighter. We're gonna release 4 different Street Fighter 2s.
Oh yeah. Not only that,
this will be Sailor Moon and Brugal part 2. Hyper fighting.
Oh, yeah. You know, and that definitely keeps the pressure on. So that way we don't have to wait 3 years for the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what that means. I'm gonna take that ball and run with it. I guess as the free safety, you just handed me like the lateral on the shotgun play. I'm just running right now.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I'm running.
Yeah, I caught the pick and I gave it off.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm running this in. So what that means is you are officially signed to the team. You can't refuse now.
No, she was always signed to the team. She's just been fronting for
We just talked 2.5 hours. Like you're on the squad.
Whole lot of fronting. The first cast was a lot of fronting, but
no more per diems, no more sandwiches, no more MetroCard. You don't get none of that. You on salary now. I mean,
you know what I'm saying, the benefits.
We need a doctor on the staff as well. So, now we have one. So I guess, Reena, you close it out. Let them know where they can find you. Stay tuned for part 2. Like, this is really not 3 years from now, but let them know where they can find you. If you want them to check your socials on your Instagram that you quit 2 days ago and may come back to.
Yeah, I was gonna plug my gram, but I literally just deactivated it, y'all.
You still can do it if it's there. Do it.
I mean, technically, it's not there right now.
Do it anyway, in case you reactivate. Or get on. Are you gonna get on Threads? That new shit that they're doing?
Nah, I haven't really fucked with Twitter in years, so I probably won't
No.
get on
That's X now. Threads is Facebook's joint that they're trying to do to compete with Twitter. That's their version that they're trying to do.
Oh, I thought Twitter just rebranded to X.
They did. Threads is Facebook's version of that.
Oh,
like
Threads.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I probably won't fuck with that either, to be honest. But, yeah, I was gonna say, you know what? I'd rather plug my shit when it's actually activated. So,
is there anywhere else you want people to care about? Have you written any journals of notes? Any books you want us to read as a psychologist?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, there is actually. I actually just got in the mail today 2 books, but one of note that feel like people probably more interested about. It's gotten kind of more popular within recent years, but it's called Attached, and it really describes different people's attachment styles.
Who wrote it?
It's by 2 authors. I believe the guy's name is Amir Levine. One of those names is accurate, either Amir or Levine.
That's enough. That could be searched.
But yeah, the other author is a female's name. But yeah, I would look that book up. It pretty much is pretty interesting because it kind of talks about how every person has their own attachment style in terms of how they relate to other people. So like some people, when they're emotional, they avoid. So that's called like avoidant attachment style. Some people are anxious attachment styles, and other people are secure attachment styles. And then there's also like a mixture that you could be like anxious avoidant attachment style. And not to give it all away, but basically everyone's attachment style, it's interesting because everyone's attachment style is kind of a function of like how they grew up and how they interacted with their own like parents growing up and things like that. So, It's pretty insightful because it kind of helps you to kind of like reflect on like how your relationships are with like your childhood. And also it could help you kind of improve with your relationships with like your own friendships and like, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriages too. So I would check that out. And you guys will be hearing back from me sooner rather than later with hopefully a better strip club story.
I hope so. One apparently facilitated by the bandit here, so you know he got a scheme. So we'll see how that goes. Shit. In the meantime, you can find me on Twitter. I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter, like I call Shea Stadium still, even though it's not Shea Stadium anymore. Cause fuck this nigga. But you can find me on there still for the time being until he phases us free users out. Because he still keeps trying to make money on a thing that is not and it never will be profitable. At Shining Brizard at Twitter or X.com or whatever the fuck it's going to be tomorrow. Stay tuned next week, I guess. 2 weeks from now. We'll see how it goes. I'm working a lot these days.
There's no real time schedule.
You know, but we'll be back soon. We got a nice little combo going.
And it's the summertime. So, you know, season of the snake and all that. Man, we coming up on that.
You know, we're approaching it. I guess we're on the cusp, right? Between
wolf,
we're
between
the, wolf and snake.
Yeah, we're in the last licks of the season of the wolf. So
that should be like our development schedule. Season of the wolf, season of the snake.
That's what it's becoming.
That should be our calendar. So you can find me there. Send me your love, your hate, your cat memes, your pornography. You know,
and your
all the usual shit I ask you guys for.
And clean thongs.
No, I don't want those, man. We still don't have the P.O. box to accept those.
No, they can still send them.
Well, you better put your mailing address, bro.
Well, listen, you
dudes
can
send
that.
Dudes might take that out my mailbox, straight up.
Send those clean thongs to the corner of Ralph and Fulton, baby.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know
figure it out from there.
Exactly. There'll be a box waiting for you with a bandit mask on it. You know what to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see you next time, kids. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, various forms of life. We love you forever and ever.
Listen,
and ever.
There's always a silver lining. If there's no silver lining, there's a black lining. I don't know what that means, but I'll figure it out for the next time.
Yes.